Live. We are back once again with another episode of Lost Legends. We're going to start in our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Verdazin as.
Noah.
We have Cross Crescent as.
Iala.
We have Blackheart as.
Taryc.
We have Sammi as.
Nim.
We have Tobias.
Cassian.
And you have me, Yuli, as your friendly DM, who would like to give a recap of sorts.
I can do it.
Go for it.
All right, let me just open up this handy dandy notepad that I wrote. Okay, so we went down at what everybody did during the vaguely 2 weeks as we kind of powered through most of it. First of all, I will deal with what we actually played through. We played through the ending of the cliffhanger where Hevday's gun burned through a boulder that Northstar had thrown and completely decimated Clara's cart, disrupting the planar instances of several of her bags of holding and unleashing a weird magical effect which started to spout out various different cursed and magic and non-magic items into the area. During that time, Taryc, being the kind and sweet person that has always helped Clara with all of her problems, decided to help by picking everything up and helping with that, while Nim and others tried to get. Well, I think Nim tried to get Clara to stay with them. Everybody else was just kind of like, well, that sucks for you. Because Clara is kind of a weird person that I think a lot of people are kind of still not sure how they feel about her. Nim told Clara about the bathroom tub and things like that. Taryc, while helping haul a bed up for Clara to stay in, got the help of various different workers from town who came and helped her go through the wreckage of the cart. One of the workers turned brownie size because of a cursed ring, which sparked a lot of interest. And then a series of cursed magic items ensued as people started going through that very heavily. Taryc and Nim went to town with Clara to meet with the little old ladies club that Mary runs, to try and like branch her into a more social situation, and she just seemed like she wanted to get out. During that time, Iala, Cassian, and Noah found a lot of really cool stuff. And Iala was at this point in the middle of her first week, so she was feeling a lot of draconic feelings of hoarding. So she started hoarding items that were found. I'm not going to go over exactly all the items that were found because I think we all kind of know those. Then I'm going to go through. Okay, so Noah during the first week used cartography supplies, went around, made a map of the city, and tried to come up with tactical ideas for the town. They did a really good job of making a map. They did their best that they could trying to come up with tactical ideas. On the second week, and they made plans to gather things and pick up things to plan to go see the Smiling One during their second week of downtime. They went and bought toys, games, and such to take out to see the Smiling One. Iala during the first week, she was having a lot of feelings and her body was reacting badly because she was kind of acclimating to the magic blood that had gotten into her system, and it was imbuing her with new powers, and she gained some cool new cold related attacks and I believe +5 movement speed for now asterisks. During the first week, Taryc also went and did combat training, tried to help the town's defense, learned to deal with fighting gnolls, working on their fear responses because the gnolls are most likely going to terrorize people a bit, and also Taryc just genuinely trying to help them learn combat better. I believe during the first week, Cassian went around trying to be helpful in case anybody came out of the bells or places like that with curses or magical items from the alleyway or things like that, and just kind of tried to just be there in case somebody would ask for help. Nobody did. They did go talk to the gnome at the guild hall, trying to find out information about the silk-tail centaurs, but they kept saying that it was for a friend, not for themselves, and that it wasn't a big issue, and that and the gnome was basically saying that I could push this out if you want it to, but otherwise I won't. But it's not like too much of a thing if you want me to do it, but I'm not going to do it if you say it's absolutely no concern. But then Cassian was like, okay, sure, and then they did a favor for the gnome to go buy up all the tea at the local tea shop that gnome's particular variety that they liked. And when they came back, they got paid, and then they were given a sealed letter to deliver to Mr. Maltori. When it was delivered to Mr. Maltori said it was nothing of concern. And that was the first week of Cassian. Let me see, who's
One minor
next?
correction. I didn't have the gnome look up stuff. I asked Maltori to do it for me.
Oh, I thought you had asked them about the Silktail centaurs,
Yes,
though.
I asked the gnome about the Silktails. When he offered to look it up, I just said no, thank you. I appreciate it. And then
Yeah, sorry. It was just a lot of go back and forth of yes, no,
Yep,
and I
Nope,
must have
understandable.
got confused. Anyway, yeah, but you did ask Maltori to make contacts with their people off on Loril about that.
Yes.
Shoot, who was I on? Nim. First week, Nim. She spent time with Mary in the Cougars, and also apparently our sweet little witch working on the food generation plan to make sure that town was going to survive this, because there is more to just the combat. There is keeping people fed, to keep strength up, to keep everything up. So Nim started cycling through using her magical ability to make food ad nauseum. There was a meeting where Fula tangentially was accepted. There is a lot. It is a very weak, brief thing of they're going to want a magical contract to prevent acts of petty vengeance that will be mediated by a third party. But given the current siege situation that the town is going into, they realize they can't set that up right now. So it's agreed upon that that will be set up later, and that the town will, if there is a decision that she can't work out here, will make all best efforts to make sure that she is given proper opportunities and help with whatever she needs to leave town properly if this doesn't work out. And that was kind of briefly the thing that got set up between that. Week 2, I believe Taryc continued doing training. Unfortunately, even though she did an amazing job with training, she didn't win over the hearts and minds of anybody with her persuasion check. But she did prepare town better, and she made as best you can make movements on people who aren't war trained. So Taryc did a great job on that. Iala went scouting into the Sojourn facility beneath the Bahamut Temple. She did some awesome investigation checks. She found a lot of sealed doors, some not real plants, some weird papers with people posing in strange ways. She found a missing section of wall near a door, and she hadn't seen that before, with a strange handle mechanism. And before she was able to do anything with it, she was unfortunately called away. Let's see. Nim continued doing stuff with food, helped out at the Bahamut churches, generally helped around town, and gave her last wishes to Maguire, the Emorian priest. And then Noah and Cassian went on a magical adventure to go see the Smiling One, using one of the cursed magic items that was found from the magic trash pile, which the magic trash pile is probably the coolest thing about our house right now. It is just go get bored,
Cooler
go
than the
play with
hot
it
tub?
for a little
You're
bit.
saying that
I mean,
right now.
yeah, I was just saying, like, what could possibly go wrong with having a cursed pile of trash? It's just fine. I noticed that the little old lady doesn't seem fussed about getting any of these items back. But Cassian was very kind and carried little child Noah to the woods. And upon getting there, they negotiated with the Smiling One, who the Smiling One was very interested in Noah's game and ploy, and offered that they would give all the assistance that Noah's group had wanted if Noah successfully stayed there for the week as a child and embraced child behavior. And then if at the end of that, they had done everything that they could do, then yeah, the Smiling One would give them the help they needed and more, which the ominous "and more" has been terrifying me a little bit. Then they turned and asked Cassian to participate, offering to double it if Cassian did it through the whole 2 weeks. But if either of them failed to do it, the Smiling One was going to claim them and have them forever in the guise of a child. Cassian seemed very reluctant to do it, as you would be as somebody who's a wizard with high intelligence and know that your brain doesn't shut off easy. But he bravely did it, and the two of them had what appears to be a very good week. They were doted upon by the Fae. They got to play a lot of games and do stuff. Cassian had a really hard time because he doesn't associate childhood with a great thing, but he did end up seeming to have a good time there. He seemed like he had no real luck with fully shutting his brain off, but he was able to act like he had, which the Smiling One praised him for at the end. Noah embraced it, seemed to have a wonderful time, and underwent some strange changes. And when the two of them left, it was revealed that Noah has a new strange moth form and not a cute little satyr form as much. It's more of a cute little moth Fae form instead. I don't know entirely what all the changes were. Sorry, but I do know that you have a hover speed, and they have like semi-working little wings, and they're pretty great. And then I think we ended the session with a sending spell going off, and Maltori calling people over to the scrying pool or scrying mirror or the scrying ball, and being like, "What the fuck happened to Noah?" And that's about it.
Right. Very good. Everybody, get your heroic inspiration refresh. Sammy, you can add a +5 to any roll this session if you so please.
Also, it was the twins' birthday last week.
Oh, it was the twins' birthday. In that case, Third and Cross, you will both get an auto success this session.
Oh, handy.
I'm a good friend.
Yeah.
Happy late
I didn't-
birthday.
I didn't know that was an option.
There's really no option.
She always does something special for everybody's birthday, so I was
Yeah.
not sure what you get.
Okay.
Okay, very good. We're going to do a little tiny bit of backtracking because this should happen. And I was trying to figure out where to place it. Iala, you did no exploration of the Undercroft, right? And the
Yes.
facility. I'm gonna say this is during like the last few days. You made another trip back down there. Just idly looking about, not having much success. But last few times you've done this, you've taken lunch down with you essentially because it's a pain in the ass having to walk back out once you're going deeper in.
Mhm.
And it's when you're sitting down having lunch, that you just hear a little bit of scraping near you, as if like little tip taps on the strange surfacing in this room.
She perks up, looking around. As far as she knows, there shouldn't be that many people down here, and if there were, they probably would sound like footfalls rather than scraping.
Yeah. It's as you're looking around that you see basically walking along what looks like to be it. Your mind says like it's a shelf, but like it's just this sort of raised line on the walls in here, as if like the lower half of the walls juts out a little bit further than the upper half of the walls does. You're not entirely sure why it's designed like this, but that's the way it is. And you see just like settling down, sitting up on this little ledge, is a little blue pseudo dragon. It appears to be of the lesser variety. It does not have 4 legs. It's a sort of deep striking blue with like little sort of white underbelly. And it just sort of sits on its haunches, wings folded, tail curled like around its own legs, and it just stares at you.
Oh, how did one of you get down here?
It meets your gaze, seems to tilt its head as if listening intently, and then slowly, like, eyes still on you, like looking at your eyes, but its head tilts and its muzzle points down towards your lunch.
Oh, do you want to have a little bit of this? She pulls off a piece of jerky that she was eating.
It just opens up its muzzle.
She passes it to it.
It very, very gently takes it from you and just like just chews quite diligently. It's not doing the sort of ravenous devouring you see most of the dragons do. It just chews and then it scoots a little bit closer into you.
Yeah, you're one of the most polite little pseudo dragons I have met so far. She says, pulling off another piece.
It'll reach its head forward, taking that piece from you, and then just as wings unfurl, uses them as its like little forelegs as it moves a bit closer in, and just like then just hops onto your shoulder. It's not really looking at you now. It's still looking down towards your lunch, but it perches on you.
If all of you pseudo dragons were this uh, reasonable, then maybe we wouldn't have so much problems.
Uh,
I know one that's been attacking one of my friends quite a bit. Do you have you don't mind little goats, do you?
it looks up at you, tilts its head side to side, and then when Nomi talks to you, you get the little flashes of shapes and colors and such in your head. You've experienced this from other pseudo dragons as well. And this pseudo dragon speaks to you, and it's like an explosion going off in your head. It is the loud for shapes and colors is a weird descriptor, but it is a deafening blanketing of your mind's visuals. A
She
cacophony of red and sharpness and just sudden flashings of colors.
she lifts to the side a little bit, flashbanged a little. Oh, you're quite loud, she says, rubbing her temple.
It tilts its head again and just lets out a little chirp at you.
Well, I didn't know. You're quite special, aren't you? A little thing. She pets it on the head with one of her fingers.
It lets out a happy little trill and sort of like leans into the petting, moving its head a bit as if like, yes, rub there on my neck, please.
Yeah, if Nim can have one of these, I don't see why I can take you with me. Is that okay with you?
It climbs off of your shoulder onto your chest, acting as a good platform for it, so that it can actually go face to face with you. Tilts its head back and forth, and you get what you assume is supposed to be a happy affirmative response in your mind, but again, it is just a blanket of color and emotion.
She leans back again, almost falling over backwards, but she catches herself. Oh, you you have some kick. I think she just carefully reaches up again and strokes the back of its neck. I wonder if this is normal for your kind. I've not seen many without the forelegs.
It just happily enjoys the rubbing and then hops down from your chest to your lap and looks at you as if like asking for permission before just like taking a little nibble of your food again.
She rips off a larger piece and sets it aside for it.
It settles down with that, using one of its like wings to like just press down on the food so it can just take little nibbles and rips off of it. Yeah, it's eating a lot more delicately than you see most of the dragons eat.
Nibbles and bits, nibbles and bits.
Pleased, she continues eating her lunch, kind of just more cheerful than she was before.
And when you finish your lunch and you do a little bit more exploring, the pseudo dragon stays by your side, and once you leave, it follows you on out and seems content to just sort of cling to you.
So, are you going to follow me then back to my home?
It tilts its head as you speak to it, as if trying to figure out what you're saying. And again, you get colors and impressions in your mind, and then a feeling of mine.
What? I'm going to need to get used to that. Well, and am I allowed to just take these from the chapel?
Do you want to find a priest and ask?
That's what they don't tell you. The pseudo dragons at the temple are free. You can just go around and pick up the pseudo dragons. I have 20 pseudo dragons now.
You don't understand how
I
many
will
times they
sure
say,
to
"Oh,
feed
thank
them."
Bahamut" when you take one.
On your ways out, you will see that that young priest that you first encountered swarmed by pseudo dragons. He doesn't appear to be wearing a lot of the leathers today, and strangely, the pseudo dragons aren't swarming him without them. It looks like that is a sort of indicator of like, hey, you're able to interact. You know. There's just a few that are sort of flapping around him, but you see them meeping at him, and he's just carrying on like casual one-sided conversations with them as you come on out of the Undercroft. Upon seeing you, he glances over and goes, "Oh, Miss Talia.
Talia, yes.
Well, did
Uh,
you have any luck today?"
Well, I don't know. I did not find anything of the material sort, but I did find this little one. She directs to the pseudo dragon following her.
Oh, well, she's a pretty little thing. And he actually comes on over to you and sort of leans in and goes, "Oh, she's quite young as well. Been following you about."
Yes, ever since I found her down there. Are you allowed to just uh take the pseudo dragons from here, or is there adoption papers?
Well, you don't really take them from here. I wouldn't advise picking them up and running off with them. But if one chooses to follow you out, then they're free creatures. They're not property.
Ah, I see. This one is quite loud, also.
Loud?
Is that
Meep,
yes?
meep,
When they do that color thing in your brain, the flashing.
Oh, well, yeah, you going to speak to me, darling? And he sort of reaches and scratches under her chin, which she just chills at, and he sort of shrugs a little bit and goes, "Well, not deigning to speak to me, so I'll have to take your word for it."
Okay. Has that ever been a description or complaint
Oh,
from
yes,
other people?
normally when a lot of pseudo dragons are talking to a person at the same time, we get that sort of complaint. It's loud. He sort of air quotes that. But individuals, the young ones can be a little aggressive with their imaging. They don't really know how to tone it down, but it shouldn't. It's hard to say without experiencing it. But yeah,
I see.
I've seen some that are loud. Is I suppose is how you could describe it.
All right then. As long as it's nothing strange, uh, I'll I'll see what I'll see if we can work with that. Uh, isn't that right? She uh, crouches down and pets it again.
There is just a happy flash of color in your mind.
She puts out her arm so that way it can latch on and climb up.
It very very gently sort of hooks its arm wings over your arm and climbs on up, making its way up your arm to your shoulder.
Well then, I'll be taking this one with me. She's she can come back when she feels like it, but if she deigns to follow me around, I won't stop her.
Well, I hope that you both have a good time together. If you need any aid in helping her adjust to your environment, if she chooses to stay, please come talk to us.
Thank you. I will be sure to keep in touch.
Do make sure that she gets on with the pseudo dragon of the Nim. Was it? Yes,
Ah,
Nim.
yes. That she kind of squints, remembering that Nomi exists. uh, yes, uh, well, Nomi isn't that bad as long as you don't get in the way of his food. So it should be fine.
It's a common characterization of our Lord's blessed creatures.
He nods. Well then, I will take my leave.
He just nods and gives you a little polite bow, and then just resumes on his duties, and you're able to head on home with this new little Drake. It's arriving home early in the evening that yes, you walk on in. People already gathered about. At this point, Noah and Cassian are still missing. It's been during their week. But Nim, you see Iala coming in with a pseudo dragon. Nomi instantly perking his head up.
Hello, Iala. Who's your little friend?
Oh, this is a little one that I found in the chapel. She was joining me for lunch and decided to come with me.
Oh, that makes sense. You are a very powerful mage. Of course, you would have a beautiful pseudo dragon. Welcome to our home, little one.
Nomi is flashing baby in your head, Nim.
Oh, baby. Have you named them?
Not yet. I've been thinking about it as we came back, but nothing has come to mind just yet. Is there a naming convention that pseudo dragons normally follow, or do you just
I gave
whatever comes to your head?
Nom Dreskilin as a name, as a nod to his draconic heritage. But I do not know. I mean, the one at the temple, I think, was named Tomato. And there was another one named Dasher or something like that. There's a lot of interesting named ones at the
Nomi has
temple.
moved to the edge of the table closest to Iala and is like doing that sort of thing of like claws gripping table, trying to lean forward, neck craning up to examine without taking flight.
Mhm.
The little sort of dragon on your shoulder, Iala, is sort of like peering down curiously, but also shifting her body back a little bit.
Not sure if want.
Normie, little one. Don't worry, he's
Iala, you're now getting the flashes of baby.
yes, a little bit. She is still young, Nomi. I'd expect you to behave around her, yes?
Nomi hisses at you.
He hisses back.
Nomi's head cranes back.
You don't need
Just
to
did
hurry up.
what?
Great.
What is going on between you and Nomi? All of a sudden, all sorts of aggression.
Just wait until the
Uh,
The
dopey
first time in
break in the
anyone's life, Yali just gets, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Nomi's
you say
gonna
about
head
my
on
mother?
over. There's a plate of like just buttered bread that Maltori had set out for for Nim and Nomi. And Nomi's just like tears a piece off of it, walks back to the edge of the table, and flings his neck. Apparently, maybe to toss it up to the Drake, but it just splats against the chest of Yalia.
she just looks down at Nomi. Thank you, Nomi.
Oh, Nami sharing food. That's very kind. Thank you, Nami.
Nomi puffs his chest out, and you both get flashes of like Nomi trying to suggest maybe big strong, big protect, big important.
I
Nomi
know
posturing.
I know how important a gesture it is that you are sharing your meal,
Yes, it must
Nomi.
mean
Thank
he
you very much.
very likes much both of you, because that is a big deal. Pseudo dragon share food is very important.
She pulls the butter off her chest and gives it to the dragon on her shoulder.
You have to hold it as the one of those wings just sort of like the claw tips at the end hook over your wrist as just to hold your arm in place as they just nibble at it gently.
They do that lick with the end
Uh-huh.
of their tongue for a minute to decide if they want it.
Yep.
They pull their head back thinking, lick.
And
Okay,
then
maybe take a bite.
they sort of nibble the bit of bread that is covered in the butter and then sort of start licking your fingers to get the butter there before eating the rest of the bread.
Oh no, do they not like food?
She is a little bit of a nibbler. So I
Oh,
suggest,
that's an adorable name.
I don't know if I'll name her that yet,
Hmm.
but I was thinking about some of the some draconic phrases is like
She's a little bit of a princess.
is I'll I'll need to sleep on it, so
Yes,
Oh.
you come up with a wonderful name, I am certain, and baby will be very happily spoiled, I am certain. How lucky they are getting wonderful mage. I am sorry, Nomi, you are just shocked with me.
Nomi flashes got best.
Yes, I know that was a private message. Good boy.
Once
All
that
right.
bread and butter is finished, both Iala and Nim will get a incredibly strong flash of yellow and tasty want.
Nim's ears perk up.
Yalia, getting used to it, holds her ground. She just pulls her head away slightly.
Baby wants more.
Yes, I heard that. She comes over and sits down at the table and pulls up another piece of bread for the pseudo dragon.
You dare to approach Nami's food unannounced.
Nomi does posture a bit and hiss at you, but does allow you to take the bread. The little pseudo drake sort of turns her head away from the bread.
No.
Nomi is instead nudging his entire head, forcefully pushing at the butter dish on the table.
Oh, do you just want the butter, not the bread?
The little head tilt, little meep meep.
She takes up the butter knife, takes off a little slice of it, and holds it out for the pseudo dragon.
Again, the wing claws reach out to hook and pull in that butter knife closer, and she just happily licks at the butter on the knife.
Ah, my childhood.
We had a cousin that there used to when you put butter on like corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our cousin would, after finishing the corn, would slurp up the butter from her plate.
Delicious. I'm only intrigued.
No.
Yum. All right, so let's not make the DM sick.
But
okay.
yes.
Well, you probably want to get a nice little bed for them, unless they are going to sleep on your bed.
Well, she'll spend the first night with me. If we find something for her, then it will be fine.
Okay.
All right. Spending that first night with the Silver Dragon it's a little strange because she keeps repeatedly like waking you up during the night just because she's like exploring about. Things clatter off of the dresser. At one point, you wake up to her like preening at your hair as if trying to clean you. But she seems happy to be there. And over the next couple of days, while you're waiting for your companions to return, Maltori will actually approach you and be like, "Oh, so that little one seems to be intent on sticking around with you.
It seems so. She hasn't run away yet.
Have you pondered making a magical contract with the creature? It'll help keep her safe."
Oh, that is a good idea. Is that what Nomi has this little Nim?
Something of the sort. So though, Nim not being a wizard, I don't know if she enacted it herself or it was some divine measure or what. But
it was a non-consent thing. I'll say that.
But, I mean, you can try and enact this bond. If the creature does not have it in their heart to bond with you, it won't work. If it does, well, they'll accept.
Right. That sounds like a fine idea. What do you think, Savan?
They just sort of tilt their head in like, I don't know what you're saying, but they're paying attention to you.
I take that as a yes. Come, she puts out her hand to get them back on her shoulder.
And that's a happy clapper up.
Let us start this.
All right, Matori will coach you through in the best way he can. He basically explains to you how he would do it. doesn't really know your power, but between the two of you, you're able to sort of muddle through and get this cast. And indeed, the little Silver Drake seems to accept this magical bond, and you have them as a familiar.
All right.
But part of this is you must name them.
I was one of the as she finishes the ritual, she puts out her hands to the little pseudo drake. I think I might dub you Shilai clear sky in the draconic. What do you think is that?
There's a happy chirp in return at you.
Now, little Shilai, come, let us go celebrate.
They don't know what you're saying, but they seem excited by your tone. So there's a sort of like little flapping of wings while they're on your shoulder.
Well, on the bright side, they now have an actual telepathic connection that they're familiar.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's gonna get louder.
It's
Air horns.
actual telepathy now. Uh-oh.
It's through that actual telepathy, you'll find that yeah, they really are young. They don't actually have an understanding of common like a lot of Pseudo Drakes do yet. They know some basic words and such, but they're young and learning.
That is adorable. We'll teach you right. Just you wait.
And so it is, as the days go by and you bond with this Drake, yes, you find yourselves called by Maltori to this little scrying bowl, seeing your companions on their return approach. And Noah does look notably different.
I want wings.
I wouldn't want to be a moth.
No, but Iala has wings, and now Noah has wings. I feel
Noah!
like
Wings.
I feel like if I don't jump on board, Taryc's gonna be the next one with wings, or Cassian. Though Cassian with wings would look pretty badass. Would they be on their like upper torso or their lower torso?
Surely the lower torso.
Yeah,
It would be
wouldn't
really
Cassian just
ineffectual
be,
on
like,
the upper
part
torso, wouldn't
Pegasus
it?
then?
Yeah, but about Pegasus. Well, what? Listen, if you want wings, we can try and hunt down some magical object to give you wings. But you know you can fly without wings, right?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Or is it just a look you want?
I just want to look really super cool. Maybe I should get horns.
Well, okay, but we get it sidetracked. Clearly, something has gone wrong. Noah's been cursed,
Oh,
but we must be accepting and accommodating of
Noah,
the.
what the heck happened to you?
Look at-
magic.
Right.
It was
imagine-
great.
I was gonna say, imagine the arms just like thrown
Is that
up.
the is that going to be a problem for them getting back into town?
It might be, maybe, well, Cassian can vouch for them. They know who Cassian is. It might cause a little bit of panic, though. Maybe we should go out and meet them.
What do you mean? What happened?
Noah, you're not there yet. Remember,
Look at
they were
Scrying
scrying on
Pool.
you.
Crying on you coming back.
Probably should meet them. Don't want to add more to what I've already caused.
What have you? But never mind.
They've been
I
frightening
trust
people
you.
while training them.
That is important to do. They need to understand how scary it is going to be.
Come on, children.
Unfortunately.
Let's head
All right.
out. Right. And so you guys will head towards the town's exit gates, which are a lot more fortified now. There aren't walls so much as like scattered palisades. There's a large trench, lots of spikes, and the fortifications are, while not proper city fortifications, they're impressive for this little town. I hate shoulder wings on Centaurs. It's so weird.
Is there extra?
It actually looks weirdly like Cassian though, with the stripy body.
And
So much
you
extra fur.
walk out of town for a good hour before meeting them on the road. All of you, including Noah and Cassian, heading back. There is a red haze to the sky coming from your north. You can sort of see smoke in the distance. it's very clear that the encroaching forces are far closer than they used to be. But with that ominous overhang, Noah and Cassian, you see as you're heading back towards town, your companions walking down the road towards you.
Oh, look, our welcoming party.
Noah,
the
what did you
hell
do to
happened
yourself?
you? Cassian, have you removed curse on Noah yet?
It's not a curse.
Ew.
What?
It appears to be part of the boon that was granted to me by the Smiling One.
Oh, so
It's it went really well, actually. We sealed the deal with the Smiling One, and they're going to enact the deal that we had previously made with them.
as if
So-
waiting cosmically for the right moment, very, very faintly on the wind, as if carried forth from a great distance, is the sound of agony. Knoll cries and yips in the night, coming from the northern forest bounds.
Oh.
Oh.
On one hand, I'm glad that's happening. On the other, that's a lot closer than I want that to be.
Is that what you agreed to?
Well,
Also, the sound of birds has entirely stopped. In fact, there's a weird hush that comes from the forest now beyond those cries, as if the ambient sound of animals moving about has ceased.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I think they're hungry now.
Oh my.
They're going to be very hungry when they get here.
Well, remind me to go deliver some goodies to the Smiling One's forest, cause whoo, they're doing us a solid. Also, no, are you part of their court now? Is that what this is?
no,
Are you theirs?
I have not joined the court,
Did
but
you
we
make a
have
pact?
two. We have two unicorn dolls now.
Show me.
That is too many.
I've spent the last week as a 6-year-old. I don't think I want to do that for the next day.
Oh,
Only day.
Now, not doing that
Coward.
again. Not doing that again. Nope.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, Cassian. It was really fun.
Oh, it was fun, but it also brings back a whole lot of bad memories.
how does it bring back bad memories?
You should have listened to the Smiling One and made new ones, Cassian.
Oh, I did make new ones. There's just a lot of old ones.
How long
Sounds
were
like
you
you
in the
need more.
orphanage?
About 8 years.
So you have other childhood memories that weren't bad, yes?
Yeah,
What?
those were good, but I wasn't that small.
Oh.
I don't like being that gangly.
Look. Noah starts flapping their wings. Look, I can hover now. I can.
You can
Really
fly.
kind of hard to do it. Oh,
Maltori turns away, hand going up to his face.
You can fly.
I wouldn't call that flight so much.
It's
No, watch this. I can fly too. I'm going to activate my cool new genie powers that I have as a level 6 genie warlock, and I summon ice and start running up it into the sky.
oh wow,
I can fly, and I slide down it. Whee!
that's actually really cool.
It literally is cool.
So yes, I can fly now, just like Iala.
Good. That means that when we have to do scouting, now it can be you and Iala instead of me and Iala. Hear that, Nami? We're off the hook.
Nomi bobs her head happily.
Yes, good times.
While Noah is doing the little flappy hovery thing, Noah, you see a little silver dragon on Ialia's shoulder, like flapping their wings and just mimicking you. Not actually taking off, just flap
Little
rapidly.
wings.
Oh great, another one. What is that, Iala?
It is the beautiful Shulai.
Looks like
Shalai,
a
upon hearing her
pseudo-dragon.
name, sends to everybody here a loud blue excitement.
Oh.
Wow, that's
Ow.
Shalai has a beautiful voice in the head.
very loud, beautiful voice.
They're very clear. You can hear them from a long way out.
I'm gonna look down at Saeed because we haven't
Your
far
brain.
Sai just
intelligent
looks up
one.
at you dumbly, tongue hanging out.
Okay. I was worried that he might be hiding.
Big blue flash. That's normal.
No, that is
We're
Ialia's
pat him.
beautiful princess, and you take very good care about them. They are sweet.
I have decided to enact the pact, much like Nim has.
I did
And
not attack
now-
this pact.
I did what?
I did what? I told you I had nothing to do with this.
Noah, you see Nomi puff his chest out as if like I did.
I think I am technically his familiar in the way the pact worked. I'm not sure.
You do disappear into a small extra dimensional space.
You have hurt me emotionally. I'm going home. Goodbye.
Wow, that's mean.
I'm going to skate off through the sky.
Wonder if can you make like enough for Nami to run on it, or is it just yourself?
It's
I'm gonna
just
yell as
me.
she's
I
running
wish it
off.
was cool, but it's just me.
As you're conversing, you oh god, oh no, you can see another figure coming down the path from the town.
Cool, I'm
I'm gonna
running that way.
squint and try to see if I can
Uh,
uh,
the fuck.
make out. It's Dorogama.
I'd say you need a perception check, but you can see clearly enough it's a drow, and I believe you only know one drow in town.
Hopefully, it's the one drow we know in town.
We
Yeah,
presume it's Arwa.
Awa seems to be coming down the path towards you. She actually sort of like raises a hand in a wave and does goes into a little jog as if to approach more quickly rather than having you wait on her walking down. And as she comes closer, she goes, "Sorry, I was looking for you, and I heard that you had left.
We didn't get very far.
I'm
I'm
glad."
showing off my cool ability to walk on ice. See?
Oh, well, that is very special. That is amazing.
Yeah, it can go pretty fast.
Well, so, she holds up just a folded piece of paper. I received a message, from our old boss.
Oh,
What's it say?
It is
isn't your boss held hostage by the gnolls?
that is what I thought, except it is him asking us to come meet him.
Oh,
That
Meet him
Oh.
where?
She points further north.
that
Where the
that
gnolls
doesn't
are.
sound very safe.
Nor does it sound very hostagey.
Yes, that
Well,
is
we can't really
problematic.
travel safely right now with the gnolls at our door.
He says it could be a turning point for us. Here, she's just going to hold out the note to Cassian, wizard, literate.
Dressed fancily.
Has wings.
Cassian's going to look at the letter.
It's rather short, and it just says, Awa, gather the others, and come meet me at the Knoll encampment. You'll be safe. You know how to be. I have information for you. It could help.
That sounds suspicious. Like the no, like the crazy gnolls. Is this their handwriting?
It's his handwriting.
How did you get it?
A bird.
Did it have red glowing eyes?
No. It seemed to be a mundane bird.
Oh, good.
I'm surprised it wasn't shot down, but you can't catch them all, I suppose.
It is a bit of a scary notion, but
Hmm.
so
Which he does not have that kind of magical aptitude, by the way, which suggests that there is
That
being
would
Someone
suggest
help him.
that the no leader is behind the letter getting here.
yes, some form of druidism or shamanism being done on his behalf, and well,
Hmm.
Could they be
Who are
controlling
the
him?
others?
I'm assuming Shane and Miller and Magog.
Hmm.
I don't know how he thinks that I would get them safely, and I could go in myself, but I have ideas, but
Hmm.
While I'm holding this letter,
I could get them in, but I
I'm
could not
going to
get them out.
I'm going to cast detect magic on it.
okay. You cast detect magic, and there seems to be no magical residue on this.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Would Shane get a letter?
I think
you think?
he assumes Shane is still with me.
All
No.
right. Was just wondering because I still need to pay that little thing back.
Shane cannot read, so
I
A letter
am
would not
That
help.
makes sense.
concerned, Arwa, just because you are one of the 3 people that we were told by Lindop Lopstop are of interest to the Null Chieftains.
Yes.
You are there for the meeting. You know that they want to use one of us as a Ur priest.
I think this is just the means to get me in there. The others are just to make it more convincing.
Maybe.
She scratches the back of her head and goes, "You're probably right about this.
But I understand wanting to go get your friend. And also, are they likely to write such a letter under duress?
He is a good man. Was a good man. He's a good man. I don't." She actually frowns and goes, "Listen, in this business, you sort of get used to fails, you know, fails of goodness, fails of camaraderie that drop away.
I am just afraid that if you end up in there, you may be taken.
We had
That
some
is-
sort of contingency plan to escape, and I would like to hear what he says.
He is
you mean to
actually.
go as well, Yalia?
Is it would be better than just leaving her to go on her own.
This is kind of why I wanted to catch you. With Shane gone, Mira, while deadly, she's not a combatant, if you know what I mean. Magog would walk in by my side, I know, but I would
I
feel
wouldn't want.
awful if something happened to him.
Yeah, me too.
You are all seasoned adventurers. If this promise of safety is true, then you could accompany me. If it is not, then I think you could help me get away. But I would not ask you to do this if you have reservations either.
Well, I wouldn't want you to fall into their hands.
If I can go alone. In fact, it might be the best option.
I don't know.
I
I understand this man means something to you, though.
and the Norse may not notice me at all.
How could they not notice you? Did you Arawa?
Yes, but that our world is many things, you see.
How far away is this meeting supposed to be?
I don't know. I do not know the exact place of the knolls. I assume towards the burning.
Yes.
Would he figure you would just go until you find it?
He
Then?
probably figures that I would go find it and then ask to see him. That is what I would think to do. I can only guess what is on his mind, and what is on his mind is probably what I would do, so I can only guess what I would do, right?
Is this the first communication you've gotten from him since he disappeared?
Yes.
Or-
Again,
I
thought
am
he was dead.
worried for several reasons.
Right.
For one, we are part of the defense of this town. And if we are away, it would be best time for them to strike. But I guess we would be there, so we would know they were going. I don't know.
Maybe it is not worth pursuing. And this is his handwriting, and I don't think he would willingly lure me in for ill mean, but they are
Not sorry.
magically aptitude. They could enthrall him, no?
That
Yes, they
is-
are magic.
Yes, I'm Tori, yes.
Notori, you are a very veteran adventurer. What would you do?
It is hard to say because I do not know what this man is to you, he says, looking at Awa. And you all know that I am not the most morally bound being. But this man is important to you and you trust him. And Awa sort of slowly nods and goes, then, if we are to say, this is one of you, if one of you were in there sending a message to me, I would make my way there with the full intent of getting you out. I don't think I would believe that it is going to be a safe arrival. I think I would go there with the weight of sword behind me.
We seen you do this already.
Hmm.
She says, with gratefulness in her voice.
I have a strange plan.
What is
I
your
have-
strange plan?
You see, I have recently purchased a valuable magical item. Well, several magical items, actually. I gave one to Maltori. Anyway, the important magical item I have bought is a bag of holding. And
Yes.
being a tricksy and full of traitorous thoughts, I have realized that when I go into my ring, when I leave objects behind, they do not come back out with me when I go in and out, and I can bring any object with me. If you were all to get into my bag of holding,
Oh, I hate this kind of plan.
Is that because it would be something that you wouldn't expect to suddenly happen?
No, I've done this sort of thing before. It could work.
well, the
Please
thing
do not
is,
collapse and leave us in there to suffocate.
well, what I was thinking is I would stay in there until the time that Arwa got to where we were. We would be aware of everything Arwa was doing because Arwa, you think you can get in there, right?
She
And then
nods
we are
slowly.
ready at a moment's notice for all of us to jump out.
I do have reservations about that part, though. Why do you think you can get in there? I've never seen you cast any sort of magic of invisibility or anything like that. You don't appear to be. He's looking her over as if doesn't think she's a caster. Well, you're all capable of secrecy, I hope.
I should hope so
We
at
have
this
established
point.
this much trust between another.
As long as
Yeah.
it suits me, I am good at secrets.
Well, I am not what I seem to be. Please do not react badly. And there was an actual little bit of fear on her face when she says that.
Hey, look at me. Noah
But you-
says, waving their hand and spreading their wings.
You're cute and fluffy.
She looks at you, Noah, and actually give me insight check. Everyone can give me an insight check.
Insight.
Oops.
What's
Oh,
that plus
neither
four
one.
from? What's that for from Nim?
Actually take that off because that's my guidance and that should not be on.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm checking
Insight
it right now.
check if you would like to insight Arwa.
Nothing can escape my gaze.
Goddamn wisdom class user. What's your +2 from?
That would be
Guidance, which
from
isn't there.
guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yes. Remember those that keep guidance on. You can't do that no more.
That makes me incredibly sad. But I put in the 2014 guidance instead.
No, that's
so
not
that should
allowed.
Right.
Cassian, Nim, and Noah. Nim, you get this to a lesser extent. When Noah speaks to Awa, there's almost a look of sort of malcontent on Awa's face. Noah and Cassian, you pick up on this as well, but you also read like it's not so much that you know her as a person, but there's something you represent that clearly troubles her. And then she shockingly, she starts like undoing the stringing on her blouse.
Iala crosses her arms.
Nim's ears are going up, and she has that look on her face of it's happening.
And
Cassian's ears go up and go, oh my.
you see, she's actually, and then she unstrings what looks like to be like sort of little hidden drawstrings on her sleeves, and they loosen up. Loosens her belt, and you see like her outfit is actually really immensely adjustable. She lets it out a whole lot, and then her form starts to shift. You see fur growing from it. You see her entire structure shifting. And within the span of about 10 seconds, there is a knoll standing in front of you.
Whoa.
This is also very sexy to me.
That would in null in Julian null. That would explain why you know the tongue.
She just sort of replies in common still. I know many tongues. It is good when you take the form of another to know how to speak like them. I am not Jalao, nor am I Noel. I'm not anything, really.
Oh, you are Arwa. That's beautiful.
There's that no face sort of softens a bit, a faint grin on it that might be a smile.
Also,
That's
think about how
familiar
sexy
one.
that is in the bedroom. Holy crap, you're lucky.
I am
Mine out of the gutter. Nim.
Oh.
replacement Fey child.
Oh.
Changling in
Oh,
common.
you are a changeling, yes.
Oh.
Iala looks down at Noah.
No, I'm not one.
All right.
I was
No,
just...
we're not one.
Okay, well, I think this plan could work. Yeah, if I keep everybody in the ring with me, you wouldn't have to deal with any weird scents on you. You'll still need to deal with the scent, that you are among people, in the town. But I am certain you probably know how to get rid of those kinds of things.
And there's a little nod from her.
Yeah, if you're willing to take a gamble on my idea, we could try it, but I have reservations.
I think all
The
of us
magical
walking up would
ambush then.
not go good.
Especially since at least some of them know some of us are.
So
a
if
team.
we're going to do this, I think definitely Nim's plan has a lot of weight.
A magical ambush sounds fun.
Or if somebody wanted to, they could put on that magic ring you got and, just hide in her pocket.
Oh, that sounds like fun too.
There's all sorts of chaos with all sorts of toys we have that we could put into that Knoll camp.
What
This
do you want
is-
to do? Hand over the unicorn to their leader?
Yeah, that could be fun.
Oh, please don't do that. I can't kill their leader then.
Yes.
But
that
most of
would-
them wouldn't listen to their leader
could.
either.
We don't know that. They're
yes.
crazy.
I hate to say it, but if you turn their leader into a child, no crazy, no seeing weakness, they're likely to tear them apart. I don't think those of you that follow certain gods would like seeing that either.
No, it would,
No.
it would be
sounds
very upset.
effective, though.
It would be very upsetting to me. Please make sure I am not in the hut if you try to do things like that. I want to
yes,
go cry in
please.
a corner. If you
Um,
seek.
Something else we could try is get one of them to put. Cassian pulls out the handkerchief, put this on.
No, we're not going to make Knolls horny.
Yes, that's
Think
not.
about the mass distraction. They're all crazed. Suddenly they're sex crazed. They're not coming after
Do
us.
you want to be
No.
standing there when that happens? What do you mean they're
No,
not coming after us?
that's
They
why we
might, and I
leave.
don't want to experience that.
That is a terrible idea, Cassian.
The worst idea.
What is there other things that we have
Remove their bones.
found?
Anyway. I have given my idea. I am very interested in anybody else's plan on how to do this, because I would like to help you, Arwa.
This would
Y-
also be good chance to do some reconnaissance as well. We still really don't know what their camp and forces are like, and it would be a good chance to see how effective the deal that was made has affected them. Which also reminds me, it will probably be a lot more dangerous, Arwa, going there. So having us as backup would probably be useful because they're probably going to start getting hungry.
You know, there is one other thing we need to discuss if we go.
What
If-
would that be?
I use ring and bag, and we try that hijink to get in, right? And we use that if we have to. That does not help us get back. I cannot use ring again for
If
another
we
day.
leave tomorrow, I can maybe prepare something to help us get home.
Is that fair, Arwa?
That sounds good. Yeah. Tomorrow
Were you
then,
expecting
yes.
sooner?
I don't really know what I was expecting.
I mean, it would take us time to travel. You could rest in my sanctum. Would that be okay?
That's true. Yes, in fact, we'll have to make the quick hour back to town just so that I can grab some things, but we could set off immediately.
How many people are you able to transport magically?
8, I believe. I'd have to check my notes again.
Okay.
I
8 others, I should say. So 9, including
that's good
myself.
to know.
Mm,
Okay, that is
that's-
good to know.
I can
Just enough.
also turn myself small or turn myself invisible, so that can help. And I can hide upon Arwa or something.
Okay, because the spells, unfortunately, I know how to use are by living creature, not by size. I don't know how other people's spells work. But we also have the option to use that ring. Maybe whoever has it should bring it along or consider using it.
I
It's
I was thinking that if everyone is in the ring, I don't mind having a staying outside with Aura in case she needs a little bit of assistance. I don't believe my size should inhibit my casting. I just stay in a little pouch like Nim does. You'll need to teach me all your small secrets then.
Oh, well, you have a lot more volume.
That is a kind way to put it.
Well, you have these big wings on your back, and I don't know how you're going to tuck them in safely.
I really hate to say it, but if we're having anybody staying outside for emergencies, he scowls.
Oh, I want to see Itty Bitty Matori.
I hate this.
Tiny, Matori,
Don't
Mal
say
tiny.
mini, do not say no.
So tiny.
Minitori.
Mal tiny.
Oh, that one's the best.
I don't know. Minotaur actually sounds really cool.
I mean,
You are
I'm
Beeb.
too old and infirm to come with you. Is that what I need to be saying?
Oh, I
No,
guess
that
we're-
means you get to hold the unicorn.
What the hell are you on about?
You're not
refuse.
Don't you discredit my papa like that.
Yeah, we have a solution to the all infality bit.
I can leave at any moment. But fine. I will.
Well, why don't we go to town? We'll get our things. Papa, maybe we should leave my sending stone with somebody in town. So if there is an emergency and we need to get back, they can contact us.
Yes.
That way, if they don't have sending, we can be contacted still. We leave it with who was fancy lady who was very angry with us and very familiar with you. I don't know her name.
the guild leader.
Oh, she thinks she's in charge, but we know better.
Wow. Okay. I fear that my belligerence is rubbing off too much.
I'm pretty sure she's
Ah,
still in charge.
A shining blade.
You haven't been in an interrogation with her.
I don't
You
think I
have?
work for her. Wait, you've been interrogated?
Yes.
What did you do?
No, are you a criminal and we do not know?
No, we just had a talk before.
And that's not being interrogated. Just because you talk to an older woman doesn't mean you're being interrogated, Noah.
It felt like an interrogation.
You need to get out more.
If she's like
No
many
wonder you fell for a
adventurers,
succubus.
was it your fey nature, Noah? Was that an issue for her? Close-minded cretin.
Among other things, actually, my fey nature came as a boon in
Oh,
that situation.
well then I don't take back what I said. She's still a close-minded cretin.
I just realized if you use the tiny ring on Noah, we have to worry about somebody swatting her.
Okay.
But they look like big bug.
Noah, do you have any attraction to lights?
No, I do not.
No, they do not.
Would you-
Good. Right.
Noah, do they
Why
not?
are you
Alright,
doing that?
It just struck me as humorous.
I don't know.
No idea.
We haven't even been home yet. I've been gone for a week.
Alright, let's go get our stuff together.
Meltani
Taryc,
missed you.
do you have any kind of magical bond with your lizard?
What do you mean?
I mean, can you
put it
Send-
away?
Can you send it to the safe place, like we can do familiar pets?
If not, maybe we can figure that out.
Let's go
very
prepare.
tempting.
Arwa, you might want to adjust before the guards see you, because
Yeah, I'll just nods, and
that.
you see their form starting to revert back to the drow you're familiar with.
Do you want Miller to come with, or you just want us?
Just you. She actually pauses a second as if pondering something. Look, if we took Miller, we could, I mean, if this goes badly,
More stabs.
we could take this as a strike at the head. Although I do not know if what I was saying, she is not going to be willing to come.
I don't You said she wasn't a fighter, and I don't think we should bring non-fighters to this kind of situation.
I was just thinking that while we are talking, if the talks happen, she could slip off and see if she
Kill
Do
could.
what she does.
somebody.
Cut
Yeah.
off the head, so to speak.
But I do not think we will be able to convince her to come.
Let us do some simple math here. Okay, so if all of us are able to stow our respective partners in crime, animal creatures and such away, there are 5 of us plus Arwa. That is 6. We do not need to count Maltori because he said he can do himself plus 9.
And I
So-
think we should account for potentially us having to rescue this fellow.
Yes, we should assume for them. So that would be 8. If Miller comes, that is 9. So that would be exactly as many as we could take.
I think perhaps we leave her behind, whether she's willing to come or not.
Why?
Because I do not want the unfortunate circumstance of, oh no, he needs us to take somebody else. I want that margin of error.
Plus,
Yeah.
if Miller is more of the sneak off and remove the head, we may not be anywhere near Miller when we need to escape at that point.
I could try sneaking around. I still have the cloak of mourning that I could use to shuffle around.
An entire camp with hundreds of gnolls?
I could also become small.
An edible? Like Nim?
And well, by that logic, Miller is small and edible.
Well, that's why we're not leaving Miller behind.
That's
You're-
why we should
But you
leave
wanted to
Miller
sneak-
behind.
No, I'm saying that's why we don't leave Miller behind at the camp. Oh, I thought you were talking about sneaking out on your own.
Well, during the conversations, yeah.
Oh, you mean to leave while we're talking? But what if we leave in a hurry?
I can transform into a flying thing and try and get out of there.
No, you tried to do this before. Then
Are
we
you-
were
Out of
trying to
character, are
hide.
you high enough level for flying yet? Because you weren't last time, and I don't want you to run into that again.
You're right.
I didn't know if that changed.
No, you tried this last time. Are you? Can you fly yet?
Now that you say that, I haven't tried.
I mean, Noah has
I mean-
wings now, so I guess they could fly.
I don't think they have the proficiency. They've only had wings for a week.
I'm just saying that
Well,
we
sure, only
we should.
today.
No,
We
you need to
should
be
get-
at least level 8 for this. What?
Wall smash!
I'm just saying, one thing we should do while we're in town is we should get some things to wipe our scent off, or distract from our scent, because we are going to be in a encampment of. I don't know what the gnolls are like on this continent, but on Thule they are trackers. They will find
We
you,
already know they are here too.
and any strange scents might.
Lose
Yeah.
them in.
Yes.
Mhm.
No, I hate to say it, but we may want to get some viscera and other nasty things.
Oh
Are we gonna
boy.
use the never mind.
No, we are not using that.
Okay.
Did not cover Soften Dragons. Not a good idea.
All right,
Uh,
let's go to town and get this all figured out. I have given maybe if I beg with Fula, she will let me have multiple use of ring in a day. No, she's not going to do that. She's already doing a lot.
Right, you all head on back to town. Noah does get some strange looks when you all return, but like they're not so dissimilar from their old look that they don't recognize who it is, and they're with you all. So Noah is sort of led on in. But Noah, you do catch those looks. Some a little concerned, others just like curious. And heading on back to the mansion.
On the way back, can I drop my sending stone off with the guild leader?
Yeah,
don't have to roleplay it.
you can try to. Do you want to go by the guild hall?
Yeah, I'll go by the guild hall real quick.
Guild leader does not seem to be there. You do see Kieran and his father. You can also hear sounds of Kieran's party members in the little drinking hall, but him and his father are
Kieran!
sitting there. Oh, my friend!
You are.
It's great
you
to
are
see
a
you.
it is good to see you and your lovely father. We are going to be doing a quick rescue mission for somebody who has beseeched us.
Say
but
no
I am
more.
very
He stands up.
But I need to know that somebody is here ready to watch the town and to alert us to come back if we need to at a moment's notice. I have this magical stone that will reach member of my party. If you see no sign, call us immediately and we will rush back.
Of course. Father, you hold the stone. I shall assist them.
No, you won't.
What?
I'm afraid our emergency transport back, we can only carry so many, and we can carry exactly as much as possibly this person we are trying to rescue that was taken by gnolls.
I see.
If we had room for one more, I would definitely take you, Kieran. You're
Well,
so
it
brave.
fills my heart with sorrow that I shall not be able to lend you assistance, but I'm sure
Also,
that your
the
strength of arms will
town
be enough.
so much better.
You flatter
The town
me.
will be so much better off if he's here.
He smiles. It's clearly seeing your words as what they are, you know.
Well, no, this is one of those few times that
No.
him
While they
buggers
might,
people up, but no,
I figure they're honest, but they are also
yeah.
a sensation.
Yeah, and I will nod to his father and go, I think the best place for your son is here at your side.
Your father, his father actually gives you a genuinely thankful look, just nodding, standing up, putting his hand on his son's shoulder, and goes, "There'll be plenty of fighting to come, my boy. If you wish
There's
for us
much-
to take the stone and hand it to the guild mistress when she returns, we can do so."
Yes, if you don't mind, or of course you are a great nobleman of this town. If you make the discretion, I do not mind. I hope to get it back when we return. But
Are you able to tell us what you're actually doing, young miss?
there is a man who knows how to make the black rock powder. Are you familiar with this concoction?
Black powder?
It's-
Yes.
He has been taken by the gnolls, and we do not want them to have him.
He actually frowns and
He was kidnapped, and we are going to try to intercept.
how did you discover this?
We have their friend in town received a message knowing that where the person went and the last call for help. So we are going to see if we can make sure they're okay. I'm a bit worried that we are being baited out of town. That is why I want sending stone here. You know.
He's giving you a look up and down, and you see him sort of glance down at his son briefly before he goes, Kieran, would you go and see if the guild mistress is anywhere on the grounds? Father, I believe she said that she... Please, just double check for me. And he gives his father a quizzical look before just nodding and quickly sort of... he gives you all a respectful sort of slam of his fist to his chest, a bow, and heads on off.
He is a good man.
He's a good boy. This person who knows how to make black powder. Do you know who they are?
I do not know their name, but I know that they were part of Arwa's group at one point.
Arwa, the criminal.
Hmm?
He sits down and does a sort of like long stare off to the opposite side of the hall, just like vacantly gazing at the wall. Before he just motions with his fingers if come closer.
Tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip tap.
Also, I do not know who came along, but if you wanted to have come along, you could have.
Yeah, anybody could
Yeah.
have been here.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think Iala is going to be there.
Basically,
Sure,
you headed there
sure.
as a group.
Tip
Yeah.
tap, tip
Yeah.
tap, tip tap.
You all come on over, and he gives you all a vaguely appraising look before going. I do not know what name he goes by now, but if it is the one person I knew who knew how to make black powder, who it's disgrace to. You're looking for my younger brother.
What?
Another Rogerly then.
Matthias was a good-natured man, but he abandoned the
different
family
line.
name quite a long time ago. Yes.
I look over at Cassian because he started to talk.
Oh no, I was going to say something out of character. I keep getting Yuli cutting out completely. Is that happening for anyone else?
No.
Not me.
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe disconnect, reconnect real quick. Okay, I guess he did. Because we're on the same what you call it? Continental side.
Yeah, no, I just left and came back.
Okay.
It might. I'm going to assume it's something on my side.
Well, we cannot have this person making black powder for the nose. Or if they have already done so, we need to know about it. I believe they are the one who has been making the meldonium for them as well.
It might.
Or at least
It
might
could
be
be
how they got a hold of it.
worse with that.
Oh,
No.
How could it be worse than demon powder and explosives?
My little brother always had obsessions growing up, in tales of old. And very best I show you. Will you be able to come by my estate within the hour?
yes, we need to stop by our home to get gear and prepare.
Well then, neighbour, I expect to see you
well-
soon.
Yes, we'll see you soon.
Tell my son that I've headed home.
Okay.
And he's it could be read as a little rude how he sort of suddenly stands and just sort of starts walking away. But you could tell that he's clearly troubled.
mm,
He's doing something for us, so Iala isn't that bothered by it.
he took
Um,
my sending stone.
Did take your sending stone.
He's making sure that you show up, because otherwise you'll use it.
It's not long after he walks out and leaves you standing there that you hear like Kieran's armored boots sort of walking in, and he goes, "I couldn't, father. What's
Your father went back to your estate. We were letting you know, and then we are heading out. Kieran,
yes?
I look forward to fighting at your side in battle.
We shall great glory together, my friends."
We will make tales of us later.
He smiles
sit down.
and gives you all that fist to chest salute again.
Nim is going to walk out.
Right.
Starts walking towards
I will
our
return the
home.
salute to him.
And
then
Nim
walk
is
out.
going to very quietly say to Taryc on the way, "That man has sex." Nim is going to nod seriously, like, yes, this is a believable thing to Nim.
Yes,
I-
yes, he must.
Okay. You all head back to your estate, where Matori and I were actually headed off separate from you guys. Just Matori needs to start getting things together already. So you find them there when you return. Matori actually, it's going to be the first time any of you see this. Matori has multiple spell books out, and it's like just leafing through them all.
I want to prepare too. Nim is going to run upstairs
What?
and then come downstairs with her spell book and her mage hat, and she's ready to go.
Okay. Yes. Proper wizardry.
Pocket buddies.
Please,
I
no. Do not remind me.
Oh.
I have some stuff that might find useful in what we were doing, and Taryk's gonna go upstairs and come on down with a robe and
You putting
satchel.
on your robes and wizard hat?
No, I'm reaching into the robe and I'm pulling out a scroll.
Oh.
I'm tossing it at Cassian.
Grabbing the scroll.
An item that I picked up. Robe of many things, and I found this in in it that I think you can find use. It is a scroll of Leomund's tiny hut.
I'm going to, as soon as all the police cars go by, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to start reading it.
It seems to be a ritual type spell that might find us useful. And Maltori, I'm going to hold up then. What do you think of dust of sneezing and what was the actual one? My brain just shut down the actual name of the stuff.
The plan.
Sneezing and choking
Oh,
as
choking.
a emergency.
I mean, if our plan is to sneeze the nose to death, then I think something's gone horribly wrong. But every little bit helps.
I'm gonna.
Cassian,
I don't think most of my other things are that useful.
Cassian, do you want to see how you quickly make a spell scroll?
Sure.
There's Cassian, a horrendous sight as he tears a page out of his spell book.
Oh,
and
no.
There is a rumbling neigh deep within Cassian as his eyes just go what? No.
He rolls the page up.
Isn't that what the pages are for?
No, but
Nim hugs her little spell book. This is all the paper I've had in my whole life.
Oh, you'll get much
His
more.
ears instantly go down. He's like,
if something happens to me, and he's pushing this rolled up piece of paper to you, Cassian.
mm-hmm.
This is a little advanced, but you'll be able to cast it just by reading it in the moment. Teleportation.
Ooh. Cassian's going to look at it.
You have a spell scroll of teleport.
Okay.
Who here can fly?
Iala raises her hand.
Noah raises their hand.
Put your hand down.
Noah puts their hand down.
Papa, you can cast fly.
I can, yes.
You're not going to probably if we get into a combat, though, right?
If we get
You
into
have
a
better-
combat, I think I will
have
be
better
prioritizing
options.
getting us all out.
All right, I'm going to flap through my backpack really quick, and I'm pulling out my feather token that was for me, and I'm going to push it over to Iala. Put this on.
I have one already, thank you.
Oh, okay. Noah, put this on.
Oh, okay.
Noah can hover.
No, if Noah gets knocked out of the sky, it will stop their fall.
Isn't that what hovering is?
What?
No, Noah's hover would not work if they were unconscious.
Oh, okay. It's not okay.
This is a safety measure.
I shall take this.
I'm trying to be
For
helpful.
safety.
Yeah, me saying hover was before I decided to just give them that 5-foot flight speed. It's not like a beholder hovering.
Okay.
No.
I have actual hover, but it's still if I go unconscious, it's gone.
I like the idea of just.
My ice breaks.
I like the idea of just a little mothwing still moving, unconscious.
Unconscious flittering. No, they just glide. Just glide down. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to have Nomi drag out our bag of holding.
So, how do you make them go someplace else?
Oh yeah, you need to figure that out.
Yes, come with me, Taryc.
Okay, well,
Right.
follow Maltori.
Right, Maltori is going to spend a bit of time with you, basically teaching you. It's kind of like the familiar spell that he's taught others, but unicast mechanics.
See, when a wizard pulls a rabbit out of their hat, they do this. We'll just need a bigger hat.
Basically, it shows you a little adaptation of your own druidic abilities to create a bond with Saeed. So Saeed can now function as the class mechanics dictate. Right.
I will ask because it is. I will
Yes.
actually hit the button. It doesn't actually let me pocket one.
You can't pocket Saeed. You can just regain Saeed.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to check to see how the thing was working.
I'm going to say you can't willingly put Saeed away, but if Saeed falls, he will undergo the same safety proof, and you can call him back.
Okay.
If Saeed blows up, they're safe.
Okay, then maybe we should leave Saeed behind because I'm putting Nami up because I don't want to add to the number for teleport.
Mm-hmm. It's up to you.
Yeah, for this I'll leave Saeed behind.
Okay.
If we were going
Do-
in for actual
Do you want to leave
combat,
Saeed under Clara's care? Or do we want to leave Saeed under the giants who do not recognize what pets are and see them as food scare? Or do you want to choose another option?
This is Helper. Helper could take. Saeed, stop eating Helper! Alright, no, Helper, get away! Get away! Helper, go in that room, close the door!
You could
Okay,
potentially
Helper's
ask
not helping
the
that.
Rogerleys to take after him. I'm sure Kieran would look after him.
I'm going to the bathroom.
I will start with. I'll start with Clara just because she's already here anyways.
All right,
Oh,
you
oh.
head on up to see Clara, and you see she's air quote pampering herself. She's wrapped in a bath towel. She's like applying some sort of lotion to like those incredibly wrinkly, bony skin.
Is this as frightening as seeing
Yeah.
Taryc come running out with? Okay, just want to make sure before I.
Oh, Taryc, dear, what can I do for you? Can you get my back, dear?
Sure, I'm going to assist her with her.
She gives you a little pot that you can rub onto her back.
We're going out to infiltrate the Knolls and bring someone back. Would you be able to keep an eye on Saeed here for me?
Who's Saeed?
My Drake. The
Oh, yeah.
bubbly-
I mean, it's a well-behaved little thing. What's it eat?
everything.
Oh, yes, I can do that.
Okay, thank you very much. You're
You're going to see the
worried about
Knolls?
not so much to see the Knolls, but to see someone who is with the Knolls. There is a letter sent that they may have information, although we are thinking we may just be removing the person from the Knolls and bringing them back, I think, so they don't get access to their drugs and black powder and such.
Well, and she gets up and she moves over to one of her many boxes that's in here, starts rummaging through, and she's going to pull out a rather large bottle. It looks like some sort of potion vial, and she's gonna come on over. Right, don't tell anybody I'm giving this to you for free. You're my favorite, you know. But yeah,
Thank you. I may I ask what it is besides a bottle?
it's removal of all scent.
Oh.
Interesting. Is it usable on more than one person?
Yes, I mean, you just need to splash a bit on somebody. Should be enough for 15, 20 people. I don't know. Depends how liberal you are with it.
Thank you. That's
Won't last
actually very
forever. A
helpful.
couple of hours at most.
I think a couple of hours may cover what we need. Thank you very much. I will return what is left when we return.
No, don't bother. Once you uncork it, the entire thing's going to lose potency in a couple of days.
Ah, okay. I will keep it corked until needed.
Yes, yes. And remember, I charged you for that.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
And
Thank you for the assistance.
She just nods
Thank you
and
very much.
thank you for getting my back, dear.
You are very welcome.
Right.
I'm
You're
going
able to head on
to-
downstairs.
Yes.
Alright, so I guess we won't have everybody in the bag of holding yet, but we have the bag of holding. I'm going to kiss my ring. Oh, Fula, thank you so much for your blessings. This is going to be a wonderful ride today. Alright, are we going to,
Large bottle on table.
the hell is that?
I purchased it from Clara. It is a bottle that removes all scent from the liquid is used on.
Oh. Do I drink it?
The old witch used it on herself.
flesh it on us, so it'll be helpful when we get closer there.
Tori's giving
You
a
said
very
we'll-
distrusting look.
You're gonna have this dribbled on you, Matori.
Grand.
We'll wait till after you put the ring on so you don't have to use as much.
So who's out of character? Who's going to dip Meltori in it?
Who has the ring anyway?
And
Not
letting Motori borrow it, so that we can get it over
Tori's
with.
just like, fingering the ring between his fingers, just rolling it over them.
I do want it back, so.
Not yet. Not yet. Don't
I
worry.
am not relishing putting it on, don't you worry.
Okay, because you're going to be in charge of my ring as well, okay?
You're marvelous. I am the ring bearer.
You are. Now, very important. If you call for us to come out of the ring, throw it away from you when you do that, okay?
I'll throw it at the
'Cause-
nose. Yes, they will get dogpiled.
Yeah. Okay, good, because everybody comes out of the ring at once, remember? That would be very uncomfortable for you in Arwa's pocket.
Would these be? They take like a minute, so probably not. I still have that bag of beans that we found.
Yeah, we could plant them before we leave.
Have
Let's
something to
not
look
plant the
forward to?
magical beans and then abandon them before we go.
Especially, they don't know if the effects are the.
Can I eat one?
Must help.
No,
No.
they are not for eating.
It's
If
not
we could,
magic berries weren't for eating either.
magic berries are for eating.
That's not what Noah said.
You're scarfing them down.
All right, well, let's get the fuck out of here, right? No time like now.
Yeah, but we gotta go. We got to go see Roger Lee's, and
What?
then we can go.
Why?
Because apparently the man we're rescuing is Roger Lee's little brother.
What? And he looks at
Yep.
Arwa, who looks just as surprised. What?
Yep. Yeah,
Yes.
and Levias is Levias Roger Lee.
It was Matthias.
Oh, Matthias?
Yeah.
I really heard that wrong. I'll write that differently.
I apologize for coughing.
Matthias. Matthias Roger Lee.
What? No.
Yes.
No.
He said
Yes.
he stopped going by his name many years ago.
Oh.
Indeed. It's the only other person he knows that can make black powder.
Oh.
Worse is it turns
Is
out
your,
it is
is your
not
boss's
him.
name not Matthias?
No. But-
Okay, well, Roger Lee wanted to see us because he said that his brother was working with Arwa.
Was he obsessed with ancient stuff?
I mean, he had a curiosity for it, yeah. I wouldn't say obsessed, but
The worst is it turns out it is not him, and we are back at square one on that part. Best of the best. We
Let's just
have
get what
some
information
ideas.
we can quick and go.
Thing is,
right, yeah. Right, then to the Rodgers. Listen, I'm old. I'm just gonna go wait by the town gate.
okay.
Okay,
I kinda
we can
wanna
cure
go
that, you
with-
know.
You want to come with
No.
me? You can come with me.
Okay, I'm going with Papa. Bye bye.
Bye.
I was actually gonna go. I'm gonna do that as well.
Okay.
If this man knows who I am, then I don't want to. She just sort of waves her hands.
Understandable. We will meet you all by the. We will meet you
I
by
will
the
be
gate.
I would be horribly tempted to take something from the fancy house, so it's better I don't go in.
Are you going to take his son?
Apparently, we already took something from the fancy house.
Don't give her any ideas.
Right. Okay. You're all able to depart. Maltori. Yes.
Before we go, Cassian's actually taking a knickknack off of one of the shelves in the big reading room we have. What is that room?
I don't
It's
know.
the one. It's the one
On the
with the
first floor,
piano.
right?
With the one with the piano in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing a linked item.
Oh, what?
It's for the teleportation spell.
Oh, you want to grab something familiar here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a chessboard in there, so I'm grabbing a chess piece.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's good thinking. Right.
If you start using chess metaphors, we're gonna have a problem, Cassian.
Checkmate.
Right.
I kill everybody.
You grab that. Right, and you
Ah.
all head out. Our Maltori and Nim heading towards the town gate. The rest of you heading to the Rogerly estate. Not too far.
Of the person that got us originally into this one. She's not going.
I didn't originally get us into this. I got told by this person we were going there. When you were all there too.
The gate is opened up for you as you approach. The person manning it apparently aware of your coming. And you are ushered into the Rogerly estate, where Lord Rogerly, in his drawing room, Kieran isn't in sight. Sort of nods to you all as you are left there by the doorman, and he goes, "Thank you for showing up. I said I was going to show you, so let's do that." And he just has you follow him. You're led on upstairs to a room that, judging by just the way things are around it, like it's at the end of a hallway and doesn't look like it's interacted with much. The door creaks a little bit. It's not well-oiled hinges as he sort of unlocks and opens it up. And he leads you into what looks like to be a bedroom / study. It's finery, so it's all very nice, but there's a sense of clutter to it, and it looks like it's been this way for a long time. It's not particularly clean. There's a lot of dust in here, as if servants haven't been able to come in and sort this out. And there's a large bookshelf with a large collection of books and scrolls stuffed into it. A bed that doesn't have any of its linens on it and such. It's just the bare frame. There's not even a mattress on it at this point. That at least was removed. And there is a desk that is covered in strange oddities, bits of metal, tools, and there is behind the desk on the wall, just plastered, what looks like to be schematics, designs, pages torn from books. And he goes, "This was my brother's room."
We make a quick check to see if anything
Yeah.
is
He
obvious.
he ushers you all please feel free to go on in. And as you go in, you can make an investigation check if you want to, perception checks, whatever you choose to do. If you want to examine the desk closely, I'll call for investigation. If you just want to look around the room, perception, yada yada.
Iala is just gonna look around the room with the perception.
I'm
No,
going
it's going to-
the desk actually.
I'm investigating.
Here's my usual rolls for stuff.
Noah will look around.
Okay.
And I roll like a girl.
All right. Noah and Iala, looking around, you'll notice there's disarray in here, but it feels almost like ordered clutter, like somebody that knew where things were. It's not that it's just things aren't put into neat piles, but they are clearly separated out. And you'll also notice there are scorch marks. Some have been attempted to be painted over, others hidden beneath boxes and so on. But there are clear bits where things have been scorched by something or something's caught on fire, that sort of thing. And you, Noah, will also see something kind of strange. There is a splintered bit of wall, as if something like a rod or such was driven through it. There's a hole with some fractured wood around it.
Oh, what's this?
Some sort of impact clearly pierced it.
Noah goes up next to it and examines it closer.
Like an arrow with enough force could pierce through the wood in here, but an arrow would leave a particular splintered fracture. It'd be a slit that had caused a split in the wood. This is like a perfect little round puncture.
Oh. What's this?
I don't know, but it wasn't uncommon to find things like this after cacophonous noise, and he sort of gestures at the table. And those of you looking at the table, there's like bits of carved wood on here, little sort of like metal pieces in various shapes, like scattered cylinders, like tubes, like plumbing almost. And up on the wall, you can see like schematics that seem to suggest these go together in some way, almost like hand crossbow formations.
Like he's trying to make a weapon.
Something
Yeah.
with his black powder, yes.
Can I
I
make
really-
either a
History?
what history? Would that work?
Yep, history would work.
Okay. And I'm actually going to use my inspiration on this.
You can do that after the fact now.
Oh, it is after the fact. Okay.
Yeah, heroic inspirations are now rerolls.
Normal.
That's very good. Oh, wait, that's investigation, not history. Is it the same
Oh.
bonus?
Same bonus.
Okay. History from books of fable and so on, talking about the before times, there were periods where people could use things like black powder to drive weapons. You've heard of, great cannons that could break walls, and weapons that could strike a man dead without any sort of skill behind it beyond the ability to aim. No need to be able to draw an arrow. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like what? Gun, fire.
Notably, this is forbidden by Talan.
Firearms? You mean like they light their arms on fire or something?
No. The stuff is incredibly blasphemous.
To the point where
Um,
it shouldn't work.
Talon has forbade these things. I just happened to find a book. The black powder goes into the steel. A bullet is put on top of it because slaves
You don't
use
actually know the
bullets.
details of this.
Well, just looking at it, and something happens and the bullet goes fling. Well, yeah, it's like shooting an arrow, only far more powerful, I think.
Oh,
But
That would
it
explain the hole.
shouldn't work.
why not?
Talon has forbade these.
So this is a sacrilegious item, then?
Oh
d-
yeah.
I see now that why he did this in secret. But that also makes it worrying that he is with the gnolls. They probably wouldn't care that much about sacrilege.
But if he got it to work, that's a problem.
Is because I don't remember, but is black powder and like only
Uh,
known by few people type thing?
Yes, only number like the existence of black powder is relatively like you'll find people in town that know about it. Not everybody will, but there are people that are aware of its existence. But like the means to make it, manufacture it, is like a secret alchemy.
Okay. But there are some people that know of it, so
Yes.
it's not completely just like
It's also known like from a historical thing, like people have been trying to make black powder and find new ways to make black powder for a long, long time.
okay. Found something.
If he got this to work and the gnolls have access to it,
It's a good thing we're going to go extract him then. This has become even more important than before.
Is Lord Rogerly still there?
He's standing at the doorway. Yeah.
Lord Rogerly,
Yes.
for the safety of your family, Cassian's going to look at all the various wooden parts, burn those. He's looking at the metal pieces, melt those, and then he's looking at the whatever residual powders might be, and bury that.
I will take care of the family business as need be. You understand that I don't want Roger's name associated with whatever is happening.
I hate to say it, that
Understandable.
shit would be really useful to have, though, if we actually get him back.
Do you have? You said it's been years, but do you have any paintings of him that just?
He does nod and go, from when he was a younger man, but yes.
Just in case we can get an idea that this might be him or might not be him when we see him.
He just nods and sort of motions to come with, which he will wait until you all exit the room before he actually, locks it back up again. But then he'll actually just lead you down to what appears to be, like you've mostly seen him sitting down in the downstairs study, but it looks like he takes you to what is his private study.
Okay.
Opens the door, and there is just a painting of what looks like to be him as a young man, with what looks like to be his father, his mother standing behind him, and his little brother, who looks like it might be about 5-6 years younger than him.
But they're human, right?
They are human, yes. The little brother in that picture looks so much like Kieran.
Wow, the family resemblance is strong.
Do you know of any other names that he went by besides his original name?
Matty. He did like the name of some storybook heroes. He might be using those. I don't know. He might be
Storybook heroes.
the Tales of Denoran.
Oh, that's
That is still a very common name in Philly, right?
It's yeah.
That is a familiar name. When you grew up where I do, you heard it often when you were outside of the Knolls.
No, you should be asking that. What he goes by now.
Any collaboration can also be helpful, just in case it's someone else. What do you want to be reintroduced when we bring him back, or?
That cane he uses, you see his hand sort of grip a little tighter on it, and a frown sort of furrows his brow, and he goes, "You ask me a complicated question, young lady."
I had a feeling it would be, but I also do not want to bring him here if you did not want to see him or if it would cause problems. But I would also not want to keep him from here if you did want to see him.
It could cause many a problem, but I'd like to know that he is safe, and if that means bringing him here, then so be it.
We will be in touch when we return and go from there then.
Hopefully everything will go swimmingly.
Thank you for the information you have shown us and given us. We will hopefully return soon.
And, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Did you sorry, players having talk issues. I do not know if you kept it or gave it to the guild leader, but do please make sure it is used if needed to
Of course, I
get us
will
back.
say it to her as soon as possible. Do you want me to tell her what you're doing, or is this below board?
I think not letting her know, she may use it immediately to tell us to try to return instead of what we are doing.
His brow furrows again as if he doesn't quite agree with the decision, but he nods as if he will abide.
We'll wait
Thank
to
you.
know if it is a success.
How long will you be expected to be gone?
That depends. We're not 100% sure how far we have to go north.
I don't think
Hopefully,
they'll be gone that long. So
yes.
He pulls out the sending stone, looking at it briefly before going, contact me every day, and if I do not hear from you, I shall inform her. How about that?
That will work, I believe.
Because if you do not want me to tell her what's happening, then it's probably ill-advised for me to give her the stone.
Is probably for the best. If I am told otherwise by the others, we will contact you through the stone to
If I
let
do
you
not
know.
hear from you on any day, I shall inform her what's happened and assume the worst. Or if you contact me to tell me that something bad is happening.
Yes. Thank you. Hopefully, none of that will be will happen, but it is best to prepare.
He nods and he'll start sort of showing you to the door.
We'll give him a bow and we head out.
And contact me midday tomorrow.
Yes, I will pass it on to Nim. She has the other one, and we will arrange it from there and make sure we are contacting you each day or other notes if changes are done.
And safe travels to you all.
Thank you.
With that, you're able to leave the Rodderly estate and go on to meet the others. At the city gate, Maltori is just sort of idly talking with one of the guards there. Awa, she sort of pulled you aside, Nim, in the sense of like she's offered that you can ride with her, air quote. And she's just like feeding Nomi a little bit of ration as you're both sort of standing, and she's like, "Sorry, you are not bothered by me."
No, of course I would not be bothered. I'm from Tuli.
Being from Tuli does not. I was raised by a priestess, you know.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yes.
was kind of raised at the temple.
No, I kind of wish I had been at one of the larger temples. Blend in, you know.
Yes.
No, I was small town. No, priestess. She took me in as a child, and she treated me with so much kindness. You know, as you do with children. Then the day that I became an adult, she sort of gestures at herself. She told me to leave. Told me what an abomination I was. She had raised the
Oh.
child in the way the daughter expects, but she
That
never had love.
That is heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is to be expected. I am a replacement after all, right? They represent another child being taken by the Fae.
Yeesh. I don't know. I don't know what I believe in anymore. The way I see it, you are just a child. A replacement or not. It doesn't change the fact that you are a child.
She just shrugs her shoulders a little bit and goes, "Oh, you are away. I know not to
Are we-
expect Tuli kindness
are
just
we-
because they're from Tuli."
Yeah, there are people who are Thulian, and then there are people who are Thulian. You know what I mean? they don't really believe in the purpose behind the things that were taught. I think.
I hope everybody got the finger quotes there because that was so great.
I know. I know I did not stay on the daughter's path, but I do not believe that she would struck any child. And I do not understand any point of anyone being less than another, because we are all beautiful in the eyes of the gods. We are as we are made to be, and people need to suck it up and deal with it.
That is one kind of dogma to preach, I suppose. Deal with it, huh?
Yeah, just deal with it. I mean, how beautiful the world is with all the different colors and shapes in it, and all the different people you can have sex with. It's great. I mean, why would you want it to be less?
It
It
is
should
one
be
way to
more
look at
and
it.
beautiful.
You have so much positivity, you know.
I had a very good friend that was very bright and beautiful in the world. She is a priestess. She is traveling abroad. She inspired me so much.
You think she would think that I am abomination?
No, she would probably tell me that I should have sex with you immediately.
You should probably listen to your friend's advice. And she gives you a wink.
Oh, my heart.
Maybe when we get back, we can talk about your heart a little more.
Maybe. As long as there's less knifey stabby. I'm a little worried about your bedroom practices after the stabbing incident with Shane.
Listen, I work and bedroom life are kept separate. No knives in the
I
bedroom.
know, but you talk about you and Miller stabbing each other. I don't know if I want to get close into that kind of
But
thing.
that's not bedroom times. That
I
is friendly
You've never had
disagreements.
sex with Miller.
Miller isn't really into me, you see.
Oh,
She likes people
Yeah.
more her own scale.
no, I understand that a bit. It's a little bit less dangerous.
But there's fun to be had.
Sure.
Besides, I hear that
So-
you have a fancy ring.
I don't have a fancy ring. Iala has a fancy ring.
Well, I see it. He has the fancy ring right now. She points over at Maltoy.
Oh,
I
he
reckon
does
I could
not
get
l-
it off of him when we come back.
You probably might be able to. Oh my goodness, he is going to hate this so much. If you could do me a favor and just lightly pet the top of his head sometimes.
I fear that I would break those fragile bones of his.
Oh, yes, but he might get cold in your pocket.
Well, I will make sure to keep him warm.
Okay, good. He likes to have the warm heat at night when he goes to sleep.
And you see,
He is going to hurt me later, I think, for all the blasphemies that I am ready.
you see the rest of your companions approaching, and those of you coming on up. You see Maltori talking to looks like to be a familiar guardsman, Crow, Melinda.
She doesn't like me very much.
And you see Arwa with Nim perched on her shoulder, Nomi on the other. And she gives you all a wave and like, well, any luck at your lords?
I don't know if it's considered luck, but we possibly know what we might be facing. A sacrilegious weapon against the teachings of Talon.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
People bitching about crossbows again.
No,
Something
families.
beyond a crossbow.
A one-up on crossbows.
One of them crossbows.
The firearms of the past.
Oh shit.
Apparently,
Okay.
Arms made of
apparently,
fire?
the black
That's
powder
what I
helps with
thought.
that.
And I
So-
think he actually got it working.
Oh, firearms.
No, that's not possible. Firearms do not work by divine decree. They just don't function.
There were holes in the wall.
You can
He
make
got it
holes lots of
working.
ways.
He got it working. I don't know how, but he got it working.
Maybe he calls it something else.
You think just calling it something else gets by the Lord's decree?
What?
I would love
Water
that.
arms. Water arms.
Listen-
Actually, given the circumstances of this town, we should not discredit the fact that somebody could have gone into an alleyway and made a deal.
Fuck. Okay, that's
Let me bring you down a notch on your high horse if it couldn't happen.
There's another option as well. He could have made a deal.
Oh
not with-
shit, Arwa, you said he made a.
Huh?
Let's Metal is
Let's
looking
go.
towards Crow, who's paying a lot of attention
Let's
to you
just-
guys.
Let's just
Hi!
start traveling.
I don't know you very well, but we keep seeing each other.
From what it looks like she's really glaring at you, Nim, but then you notice like it's Awa. She does the pointed eyes. I'm watching you towards Awa. Which Awa just gives her a friendly little wave and quickly starts heading out of the gates.
Well, we're going quickly now. Bye.
Okay,
Once we
yes.
once we get out, if he's going to talk as soon as we get out, we're going to wait until he's done. So
No, she just seems to be in a little bit of a jittery thing.
a couple things also. I told Rogerly not to. I'm going to wait till out of earshot, by the way, for this
Yeah, I
to
figure.
tell the guild leader what we're doing. So he asked us that every day midday if we can use the sending, so that he knows that we are still in
Okay.
one piece.
You heard that, Papa. You're in charge of that. I don't
Un-
have the stone.
Unless we want to give him other information. I thought it would be best to not let her know what we're doing.
Why wouldn't we let her know? This is very important.
I told him we would send the sending if
There is
if I
the
was
potential
told
that we'll be
otherwise.
told no, come back.
That is.
I
the
mean, we
reason
could
I was
wait till
worried
we're
about.
a little ways out.
But I told him if that changed, that we would use the sending stone to let him know, just as a precaution. Also,
I was of the
Uh,
understanding that we are assisting the guild, not that we work for the guild.
Technically, you're actually still employed by the guild, but
we are doing
Oh,
stuff that
the
they
guild
are
that
not.
pays us 7 gold. Oh, hasn't paid us 7 gold for a dragon.
they didn't pay you yet.
No, they're
We-
not paying out anybody right now because they aren't letting anybody turn in
I
quests.
know that, but I
since we got
figured they
back.
would have done that at least. Hilarious.
No, that's not even the 7 gold, Malfory.
Was was your boss going by the name Denorin by any chance?
She shakes her head and goes, Denorin, no. Denorin? No, that's,
What is your boss's name?
we know him as, Awful.
Awful?
No, Awful. Awful. With an R.
Arthur?
An awful.
Was he really that bad?
No.
If you called him awful all the time?
Is
Orful, huh?
Orthell.
Roger said that
Thell. Orthel. Got it. Orthel.
like the storybook hero name. So I was just trying to see if we could get a definitive.
I always wanted to be a Denoran when I was a kid.
So does everybody. What the... I mean, He.
Hmm?
No, I know it's stupid, but he had, and she puts her hand up to an eye patch. Like all the Nordens are said to have.
Yeah.
He didn't need it. I know that his eye was fine beneath it, but
You think he did it for fun?
I think so.
No.
We'll do a
Well-
little bit of flair for the sake of it, no?
If he is not who they think he is, it doesn't matter. He is still somebody we are rescuing. Okay,
Yes.
do we have any idea how far out this is going to be?
I don't rate the scouts say that they are less than a week's journey away as an army marches, so perhaps quicker for us.
Hmm.
2 or
Let us
3
hope
days.
it isn't. Let's hope it isn't too long.
Well, let us hope it is. The further they are away from town, yeah.
Better it is for the town.
Hmm.
That is. I suppose that is true.
It is one of those mixes. Them being closer means we have less.
Which, by the way, you do have Maltori has brought the cart with the mules with the intention of we abandon it as we get closer, put it off to the side.
I was wondering if that was happening or if we were going with.
Mules. Right.
Which with a empty back, people can in fact ride in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We hid the dragon body.
Yeah.
I
No, it's just been parked in the cart all this time.
Parked in the cart the
My
whole
brain
time.
did the opposite. What are we gonna do with the body, though?
Well,
Sorry.
we'll have to make all due haste.
Right. You guys can begin your journey. Riding in the cart.
On the road again.
If there are things
I
that yes.
I would like to do a test on the first night if I can get anybody to agree to it.
What is it?
What is the test?
The bag of holding trick. I want to know if it works.
Okay. So you ask for volunteers to get into the bag of holding.
Oh boy.
We have tested this before. We left on the journey.
Who
not
is
been in
going
the
to
bag of
get into the bag of holding?
Who can fit in the bag of holding?
Just about all of you, really.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Good luck,
Sure,
Noah. I know you can do it.
Taryc will
Oh.
volunteer.
Okay. I only need one volunteer.
Taryc probably has the higher constitution,
If
so
you
freight
don't
folding breath is
want to
needed.
come, Taryc, I guess I could take Arwa.
I will say, Taryc and Cassian are going to have a lot of issue getting into it.
Yeah.
Because it's got a 2 feet diameter at the mouth.
We have someone who can cast reduce.
You both will need magical assistance getting in if you want to try and get in. Actually, I would allow Taryc to try and get in with assistance pushing. For Cassian, that horse body, it's not going to happen.
Actually,
I'm not getting in there.
can I just grab the unicorn? 'Cause
Big.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure someone's cracking the unicorn.
Yeah? You want to grab the unicorn?
I'm never gonna hear the end of this. But yes.
I'm holding out the unicorn that's tied to a rope to him, to her. And Cassian is purposely holding it as far away from him as he can.
How are you holding it out with a rope? It would dangle. It would swing back.
Like,
towards
I
you
think it's got a rope
precariously.
tied to it.
Yeah, it's got a rope tied to it.
Do we want
hanging
the
from
rope
your hand at arm's length?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was sure you just had a rope tied to it. I was sure it was a safety precaution.
I'm going to need that. I
Right,
really want to
in that case,
weaponize childhood.
I
Taryc,
want to hug
D4 plus
Yes.
4, please.
it. I want to hug it. And then roll a D100.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Tiny. And please roll me the D100.
So fluffy. Roll a 99. Do it.
You're safe.
Oof.
All right. Okay. Tiny puppy Knoll Taryc is looking up at you all.
No.
So tiny, so small.
So fluffy. Okay, get in the bag.
Oh, that's unreasonable. That's
So
unreasonable.
full
Wow.
of teeth.
And
So
I thought
full
I
of
was the
teeth.
Fae.
So full of teeth.
Get in the bag.
Look how big.
Cassian's
Look how big
instantly
her
on his
paws are compared to the
knees,
rest of her.
Oh, it's so cute.
Cassian's on his knees looking at Taryc, and just suddenly the hands shoot out to the cheeks and go, "Oh, so cute!"
I try to bite.
Oh, okay.
Those
so,
teeth
so
are somehow even sharper.
Taryc shoved the
teeth.
plushie into Cassian, who has dared to touch you.
I will get in the bag.
Right,
Or
you
get
easily
assistance
get
getting
in the bag.
Whichever, 'cause
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I might need to be lifted now to the back.
Yeah, dude, who wants to pick Taryc up and just drop her into the bag?
I can't.
Made
I'm
up
too
teeth.
weak.
In you go. She comes
baby
over
goes
and
down the
picks him up.
hole.
I am seriously just imagining Taryc being the baby Prada.
Alright, is there anybody else coming for the night?
No, let's see if this works. If Derek does not commence, we know what not to do.
Oh,
You
well,
can, you can breathe in there, right?
no, once I close it, the air is gonna be a lot less.
Good luck, Derek. I know you will be successful. She drops the puppy into the bag.
Okay, could you close the top of the bag for me so it's sealed up nice and tight?
Oh,
Take a deep breath.
we could leave the bag opening open.
No, we're closing it for safety reasons.
It's just sounds coming from the back.
Okay, nobody else? No takers? Okay,
No, let's see how this works.
I get to have a knoll all to myself all night. Alright,
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the bag and then I will whoop into
Into the ring.
space. Yep.
All right.
And then
Thought
I'll
you could
open the
just
bag.
Drag people into the ring with you.
I am not high enough level. It is level 10. I'm using a
Oh.
workaround.
Right. You appear in the ring,
Mhm.
and Awa isn't bound to the river yet.
Oh, you
Awa?
mean
Or what?
you
Not
mean
Awa.
Taryc?
Fula.
Yeah,
Fula.
Fula.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Fula is still there.
Yeah.
When you open up the bag, there is a look on Fula's face that indignation, maybe annoyance, surprise, and it looks like it could
Puppy out.
range into fury until you actually pull out the tiny Taryc, at which her face does soften a bit, and that it turns to amused malcontent as she sort of crosses her arms, peering down at the both of you, and goes, "You don't know how to judge my wrath, dearest.
What?
Bring somebody in to the sanctuary."
Oh, I didn't know if it was okay to do or not. That's why I was testing. Is this not okay?
I have not permissed it, but she's going to reach Taryc.
I'm gonna hand Taryc off to
Mhm.
Fula without a second thought. By the way,
Um,
I'm actually an adult size, like normal human sized person
Yeah.
now compared to you. So
Yeah, things are weird, Taryc. Nim seems to be like actually she's bigger than you right now. But there's also this massive Marid in here who just like reaches down and like grabs you up in a hand.
I know better than to bite that one.
Yeah. It's not like Nim to normal person usual scale difference, but it is like
Mhm.
this Marid can hold you in a hand. Fingers
Are
wrapping
you
around you.
talking? You're talking baby me or actual me?
Baby you.
Could you describe that? Okay. Okay. I was
Adult
just saying
you
she
would
could-
be like she could do armful.
Okay.
And she sort of holds it up and goes, "You will not allow this, though."
Yay. Well, we were talking about possibly using the tick to infiltrate the null encampment, so maybe be able to take the man who makes the black powder away from them, and maybe try to strike at their leader. I don't
So
know.
you are wanting to bring more in here?
Yes, we were talking about everybody but Maltori and Arwa. Though I would love to bring Arwa in here sometime.
She very gently puts you down, Taryc, before she gives you a
But
look,
I
Nim,
would
and
need
goes,
your permission. If you say no, then we of course will not.
No more of that trick. She points at your bag of holding. But
Okay.
I will permit it once if they bring tribute.
Okay.
I'm sorry, out of character, I'm very tempted when she says that to hold up the
All right. Well, knowing that this has upset her, I will dismiss Taryc from the ring.
You can't.
Oh, I can't. Shit.
Nope.
I
The removal of Taryc from the ring is not under your control.
Oh no.
I am trapped here forever.
So you get that thing of like, I'm gonna will Taryc out, and it doesn't happen.
Uh-huh.
And
Well, you're in here for 12 hours, Taryc. Good luck.
you better make the child some good place to sleep.
Yep, I will set the pillows up for Taryc. Taryc, this is a really nice place. Like, I have taken stuff from so many places. There are really nice blankies. There's nice pillows everywhere. It's got incense. It's just like the coziest, nicest place that Niv has. And then she's gonna get out her little basket of snacks and start sharing her food with you. She's got a couple bottles of wine she'll crack into. Oh, you're a baby, so you cannot have the wine. Oh, it's so sad.
Wow.
It's okay. I think I have some juice. You want some juice?
She is going to deal. She will accept this.
Outside, Nim's ring is being like paraded about by Nomi.
Yep, he's so proud.
Oh, he's not trying to bury it this time. For
No.
once.
No, he doesn't have to hide it right now. And Maltori sort of just goes, well, we'll see if we have a dead Taryc in, well, tomorrow, I suppose.
I'm not. You and I are participating in Watch now. Congratulations.
Draudin's null.
And you can resume your journey.
Yay.
There's a bit of rest during the night. Do people that are outside want to do watches?
Probably
a good
would be a
idea.
good thing.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
watches are, but we're short people.
Arwa will participate.
This definitely
Yes.
is Arwa and Maltori.
Maltori ain't doing that. Let's see. Arwa will
Summon
take
his
up Taryk's
crows
spot.
and have his crows do it.
Right.
I'll-
And Noah, if you just take up Nim's spot at the first, then you guys can have full coverage.
Yep.
Right. In that case, Noah, perception check.
Noah, perception check.
Noah, as night starts to fall, that glow of fire on the horizon that you've become so accustomed to actually seems to be dimming.
Huh, I wonder if they're running out of firewood. Here in the forest? I
Of
hope
course.
that means they're just getting tired.
The woods fighting back.
But otherwise, nothing strange seems to happen. You're able to rouse Arwa, who will get up and take her watch uneventfully. Cassian, you are roused by Arwa, who just goes, nothing up so far. Maybe this far out from the nose. We do not expect anything.
We could hope.
Have a good watch, friend. And she'll go to settle back to sleep. All right, perception check from Cassian. Cassian, it's dark. The firelight is seems to be insistent on blowing smoke towards you. You keep shifting around the campfire, and yep, wind picks up. It's a horrid watch. But nothing happens, and it comes time to rouse Iala.
Shake, 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 shake.
I'm
the-
up.
A little pseudo dragon just lets out a little noise as you sort of disturb it as well.
I pan ahead. Sorry about that.
Up she gets.
You're also woken up even more intensely earlier by the sudden flash in your head
Yeah.
of distress. Why not sleeping?
The
I
the
love how
unfortunate
Yalia's.
event.
I love how Yalia's pseudo dragon talks only in capital letters.
It does. It talks in all caps.
Caps lock is stuck on.
Caps
Okay.
lock size 14 font.
You, your pseudo dragon just sort of like nestles around your neck as if insistent on continuing to sleep even as you move. And you're able to...
She lets her sleep around her neck. And perception.
Yeah,
Oh,
my.
very nice.
crit.
Incredibly
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
because she's looking up instead of down.
yeah. This is a first. Right. You look around and you'll pick up a few things. That forest, a little bit of a distance from the path, is still so unusually quiet. Throughout your watch, you'll notice that that like that burning in the north seems to just have stopped, and every now and then, carried on the distant wind, you'll hear what sounds like a gnoll crying out in pain.
Oh, I understand what's happening now. This looks like they're not completely out of options.
And towards the end of your
Really?
watch, your pseudo dragon starts to finally sort of rouse properly, just nipping at your ear, getting a loud flash of hungry.
We will have breakfast in a little bit, okay?
She nuzzles it.
Mm-hmm. And eventually it's time to rouse people, and you stoke the fire a bit more. Maltori sort of letting out a little groan. I hate sleeping outside. Okay.
It wakes up a little at her early time because she always wakes up kind of early,
Mhm.
and she's gonna use one of her fancy brushes and brush Taryc's fur and put little
Nah.
ribbons on it, make her so cute.
It can eventually
brushy,
be
brushy,
ribbons.
brushy, cleany, cleany, cleany. Sitting out some
Okay.
of my dancer outfits, trying to decide if I'm dressing her up.
Wow.
Mm. Okay, my dear, it is time to take your friend out. And
All right.
your tribute to me, little one, is you're going to return like this next time. Hmm?
Okay.
Good.
Was that to me or her?
It was to Taryc.
Okay. I will make sure this is happening.
All right. You are able to exit with Taryc, finding your companions rousing themselves. Maltori is unfortunately seeming to be the one who's decided he's cooking. He has the pan out, is grabbing what looks like to be some eggs from a basket.
Breakfast! Look, I brought back Taryc. They're still fluffy and alive.
Tiny Taryc, Nomi has rushed up to you, spat his ring out at Nim, and is grabbing hold of your sleeve and trying to tug you over to where Maltori is cooking, and you're getting flashes of desperation.
Wait,
gonna
he used
pick
to
up my
be like
ring.
happy that Beltori was cooking. Now he's there.
He's had good food.
I've seen. We just put the unicorn down and it resets, right?
No, it's
No,
24 hours.
Or 24 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. It's been a little bit.
No, you set that unicorn down before you came into my ring. That wasn't coming inside.
Why? It would be a perfect tribute.
Actually, you
if
would have
she
left
didn't
it in
know.
my bag of holding if you would have left it anywhere.
It's not leaving in the bag of holding because we can't use it when we need to.
Fula demands tribute for use of ring in this adventure. So each of you has to give her something or do something for her. A tribute for going in. She has also vetoed the use of the bag of holding, as she is displeased with that.
What?
I have
She
to come
doesn't
back
like
this.
the ingenuity.
I think she was slightly proud of me, but she was also very unhappy with me not getting permission first.
Right.
I think
But we already know what Taryc has to do.
I've got to go back in like this.
It is a Tyrian creature, I suppose.
She likes children.
Don't say that another smiling one.
What? I like children. There's not a bad trait. Why would it be bad?
Children are horrible, snot-ridden little brat.
Is that why you call us children all the time?
Yes, it's very accurate.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
not very nice.
Is
It's
it
good to know.
untrue?
I do have a lot of snot.
And a lot of brat.
Oh. I'm so proud.
More than her size would suggest.
Why is Nomi glaring at me?
I think Nomi is mad that
Meep,
Taryc isn't making breakfast so that you can sit and rest your bones because it is cold in the morning and you should be resting by the fire.
What a convincing
Right,
lie you've
Nomi?
just told me. Fine. And he's just gonna let go of the pan, just sort of scooting aside for Taryc.
I'm gonna go sit by the fire too.
Right. You're all able to have breakfast, and your second day's journey goes relatively uneventfully. It is approaching sort of night again, where Taryc, you suddenly revert back to your adult self. Comes as a little bit of surprise as it just happens. It's hard to time, right?
Oh, weird.
They grow up so fast.
Almost tumble out of the cart in the process.
Oh, I like them better that way.
And Matori sort of looks ahead in the distance and goes, "If I suggest that when we make camp, we make that the last time we used the wagon, set off in the morning on foot. We should be getting close now."
Yes, that seems fair. Well, we should be very wary as we go forward. Maybe we should start dusting our scents. I don't know.
Yes. How long is the concoction supposed to last?
A couple hours.
Oh, that is not. We don't know how close we are.
Yeah.
But we could keep reapplying it, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be a shortage of it. It is a
Uh,
rather large jug.
I tell you
I have
what
a
we'll do.
horrible idea.
Oh,
To
yes.
fly up there and check.
I was actually going to suggest sending my familiar ahead under the spell of invisibility.
Oh, well, that sounds much safer.
Well, yes,
For
see,
everybody
some of us
involved.
don't use sweet little living creatures, and he looks at the silver dragons, and decide to go for expendable, magically conjured entities instead.
Listen, some of us were put into a familiar contract and didn't know it happened. They're very
That is-
happy about it happening.
Complain to
but it
Bahamut.
was- No, I'm not complaining because I
Me,
didn't
me,
get
me.
it. But
Me.
because I have like
Me,
the
me,
best
me,
familiar
me,
in the
me,
whole wide
me,
world.
me.
What?
No, he's just bitching at Maltori alongside you.
Wow.
But clearly, having a living one is better than having a not a living one because they can think autonomously. That was the biggest word I've said in a long time.
That is a massive word for you. Well done,
Yes.
them.
I read the book.
Right, I'm going to go to sleep.
Good
I
night.
want to go to sleep.
Oh, you got to do your watch first.
School watch. Well, I'm going to
I'll
take
spend
out
working
my...
with you, Awa says.
Okay, well, I am
I'll
going
spend
to...
watch with you.
And or two, apparently.
I've always wanted a threesome.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, you'll have to have a threesome by yourself then.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'm sure we can find a third.
okay. But I am going to show you my other cool magic item, and I'm going to hold out a little box that's tiny in Nim's hand and be like, "Behold!" and make a house of cards.
Oh, God. Okay. Suddenly on the roadside.
I thought we were camping. So
Yep. Yeah, camping on the roadside.
campsite. Doing house cards.
All right. Suddenly at the side of the road is a 40-foot cube shelter. Shaped
Oh.
however Nim desires.
What is this?
I have bought a magic item in town
Why didn't you do this before?
because I was in my ring.
Nim,
All right.
I love this. It's fantastic. Maltori is picking up his bedroll and heading straight on in.
It's got 4 windows and a door and a roof, and it's kind of divided off for little sections inside. It's pretty good. I think it would be good to cast like alarm spells, maybe. I don't know, but I'm going to keep watch.
Right, yes.
I think you're right.
He heads back outside and he is going to do an alarm spell around the structure.
You could probably just do ritual cast it because you
uh-huh.
can ritual cast that. So
Oh, fuck
yeah,
it.
if
He's
it's
just
a-
going to bed. He's just going to cast.
Okay, yeah.
Cassian's
like a-
doing the exact same thing in different areas.
Yep.
Only I have to ritual because I don't have it prepared.
Mm.
All right. Yeah. You can do that.
Yeah, but
Do people want to
those-
do watches?
I will do watches because you should still,
Mhm.
but at least we have the shelter.
All right.
Actually, it's big enough we can bring the mules in. So
Yeah.
we have like a little section at the front where it's kind of like for them because 40 feet's pretty big. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll make a
Is
40
your
foot
door
cube.
wagon size?
Sure. Why
Okay.
not? It's wagon size. We'll bring the wagon in.
All right. It looks like a child's drawing of a house at the front. That door is so comically oversized.
Mhm.
But yeah, you're able to get
This
everything
is,
inside.
I guess, what Nim sees every time she walks into a door.
I walk under the door.
All right.
That's
Let's see.
what I do.
That's
I
the
tend to
fancy
watch.
Nim. I'm glad you have brought it.
Nim.
Yeah, do those perceptions.
Perceptions. I'm gonna have Arwa roll separately from you. Noah, are you staying up with them?
Yes. I
Okay.
had my 4 hours of sleep.
I will know that I was going to be doing perception, so I would have cast guidance.
Yes,
Can I
you
have
could
that?
cast guidance on watches. Yes.
All right,
Going to
and I
ask
will
that.
also use my +5.
Okay, you're gonna put
so
your plus
that
5
is
on
an
that.
18. Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm an 18.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Nice.
I could only get
Your 1's a 15. Remarkable.
God, you hurt me like this. So
Okay.
I'm more perceptive than Noah on watch.
Arwa got a 17. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. The three of you sit on the outside together, maintaining near that campfire, and yeah, beyond that sort of unsettling silence from the woods, beyond creeks of trees and so on, it's a very quiet night. Nothing happens.
Okay, well, we'll go wake up the next folks.
Okay, that'll be
It is
Taryc,
night.
joined by Noah, if Noah's maintaining her usual cycle.
Yep.
Perception roll. I am keeping up with roll badge today. I'm I'll hope that Noah catches anything. I'm gonna hold on. to
Okay.
my information.
17.
17 from Noah. Noah, you can't make them out too good, but something does put you on edge, and that's by the fact that at one point there does appear to be like a couple of birds fly over from the north. They do a few like lazy circles in the air and fly back northward.
Bird.
My roof has
Miside.
pictures of playing cards on the top. Because it's all playing card made. So.
Oh, you're keeping it playing cards? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fucking playing cards. It's a house of cards.
Just staring at me. I can't sleep.
She got
No,
the king.
The inside facing walls are all various different heart patterns.
Okay. All right.
My boudoir.
All right. But yeah. Otherwise, nothing else happens in your watch.
I have to be careful of that. There are no birds anymore for miles. So whatever animals we do see is probably gnolls.
Well, that's the forest. There are other places other than the forest.
Yeah, but still. be wary of more animals.
Also, birds that circle and then move off after seeing a house
Uh-huh.
of cards.
It's fine. Throw the javelin at it. It's literally a javelin turning. It plummets
go
back
wake
to
up
the
Cassian?
sky. Yeah.
Right, Cassian,
Wow.
you're able to step on out.
Noah said something about some birds. Go to sleep.
And through Cassian, your watch, no sign of birds or anything of that sort. You don't see anything odd happen.
Oop.
No, you're not there because now you do actually have to
Oh.
rest.
Right. Okay.
You see the
Can I
back of
have
your
Noah's
eyelids.
roll?
What's that, Cassian?
Can I have Noah's roll?
No, you can't have Noah's roll, I'm afraid. And uneventful watch, you go to raise Iala.
Poke.
Talia.
The silver dragon sort of raises her head before Iala does, stares at you, Cassian, gives your finger a little lick, as if a please leave us alone.
Yeah, sighs and gets up.
Cassian rubs the little pseudo dragon and said, "Sorry, little one, I can't do that. I would love to, but I can't."
The silver dragon sort of like tries to bury itself into Ialia's hair.
Poor baby.
Iala just pretty much holds it there and lets her nest in her hair and just gets up.
As you're doing your watch, Iala, if you move just a little too much, you just hear a little from behind you.
It doesn't let that come through because it's such a high pitched noise.
Oh, yeah, you hear a little where.
Oh.
Okay. I think I might use my auto succeed.
You want to roll first and then see if it does well.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if I had to do it first or not. I didn't know I could replace.
Nice. Yeah, this is a good
You want
time.
to roll to
Yep.
succeed?
I'm gonna auto succeed
Okay.
because people have been mentioning birds.
All right, you auto succeed. I will count this as a maximum roll. So for you, that would be a 25.
Yep.
Right. Earlier towards the end of your watch, you also see what looks like to be a solo bird, sort of flying from the north. You're peering up at it, trying to squint, and you don't think it's a normal bird. And as you're following its gaze, your eyes scan the horizon, and you don't think like the bird doesn't look like it's heading directly towards you. It looks like it's doing sort of like swoops back and forth as it's flying this way, as if it's trying to look for something. And on the horizon, you think you see like tiny little dots of figures coming down the path and it looks like they might be mounted. Immediately, your mind goes to Knowles on Wogback.
Yeah, she stands up quickly. Oh, there's a problem.
You kick
she
the door
starts-
open.
Yeah. All right, everyone up.
No.
It's coming.
No. I want
She
to
puts
die
her
now.
fingers in her mouth and whistles loudly.
It's incomparable to have a fight without breakfast.
What's happening? What's happening?
Things are coming down the road.
Oh, shit.
So we need to get up. Everyone up.
What are we doing? Are we preparing to fight? Are we doing our sneaky plan?
Don't-
Can we do our sneaky plan? Have we been spotted already?
There are birds in the sky that are watching around, so I think we might need to put the plan into action.
If there's birds in the sky, then they will...
Wait, we're fucking idiots! They're not in the woods, right?
What?
The
What?
nose, they can't go in the woods, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
we could have been in the woods.
Why aren't we in the woods?
Oh, dude, because we're fools. All right, let's get the cards into the woods. Slim, can you make this house go away?
I'm making the house go away.
Okay.
It's cold.
Yes.
Make
All right.
Nami disappear too. Nami, that is in
Mimi?
case of combat. You got to be
Me?
safe, okay? You got to say just the same. Bye, Zap.
There's just this me.
Are they hostile or are they going to?
We don't know. Get into the woods.
Run, 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 run.
We got a note from our boss, not the Knowles, so I rather not take my chances.
Just in case, Iala sort of says tidy, like she's still getting herself sort of put together, but you can also see she's transforming into a knoll.
Oh,
Pass without
pass without
trace, very
trace.
nice. As Taryc is casting pass without trace, you are Iala, do you dismiss your familiar as well?
Yes, for now. So that
How
way
high
we
up are
can.
the birds?
If you go, you give me a perception check.
I will spend my inspiration.
You
And
spend
I am also
inspiration?
giving myself guidance.
Okay.
Because I want this.
Okay.
18.
Take you a moment to find it in the sky, but they're pretty goddamn high up, and they are still a distance off. Like there's not a guarantee that they would have spotted you.
How high up?
Oh fuck me! You're giving me. I'm gonna say 200 feet.
That's in range.
200 feet up. If we're talking about how far away from you they are horizontally, way
Okay.
further.
Okay. Good to know. I just need to
Um,
know if they're in range to shoot. Okay.
I'm out of character. I'm going to figure since Arwa was going to be the one that was out, that I probably handed the bottle to Arwa.
Yep, you can hand the bottle to Awa, and you do pass without trace. Maltori is going to cast invisibility on everybody but Awa and himself. Actually, he's not going to do it on Nim either.
Both.
Oh.
'Cause-
We're still taking the cart though, right?
Yep.
We're rolling it into the woods, yes.
Fog cloud.
Okay. So on this misty morning, in a very concentrated spot,
It's extra misty, and I'm putting it above us, not at our level.
Okay, so
above
cloud.
us.
Yep.
Cloud.
Right.
Well, it's a fog cloud,
yeah.
but for birds it'll just cause a little bit of problem.
Yeah.
So I will
Right.
fog
You
cloud.
guys get the cart into the woods. In fact, yeah, he's not going to bother with invisibility yet because you guys have this cart to handle. But the pass without trace will help here.
I'm going to ask a silly question.
Yeah.
And everyone's probably going to hit me. What happens with the donkeys when we get them in the woods?
They are not native to the woods.
Okay.
We asked for all the woodland creatures to get taken away.
I was just checking because I was worried a little. We suddenly halfway through lose donkeys.
Actually, I'll tell you what. We're going to see how generous the Smiley One's feeling. Noah?
Yes.
There's a 20% chance that he's going to be a fucky fae and take them away. Do you want high or low?
I want high.
Okay. So
75% and above.
So 80% and above. So 80 plus is they go away, or do you want 20 or below they go away?
You rolls high. You rolls high. I don't like it, bird.
20 and below. That's what I thought.
The donkeys vanish about 50
there.
feet into the
I'd
woods.
like
My
to use
bad.
my insta win.
You want to use? I'll allow that. Sure. You want
Max dice?
you max dice? You want max dice on this?
Yes.
Okay. Not only do the donkeys remain, but for some reason the path feels easy. Like the wagons didn't get caught up on anything. The donkeys seem to have an easy time getting through. They're really calm and complacent with you guys.
When we all look away and look back, they have little bows on them.
And in fact, because of how good this is, this stealth check I was going to make everybody do, you can do with advantage.
Oh no. Taryc's okay, right?
Taryc's fine.
We lose half of him.
I'm
Okay.
incredible.
No, I'm just saying that they're killing
Cassian
all
would
the
be the
gnolls.
bigger concern.
No, the
Oh,
gnolls. They're killing all the
yes.
gnolls.
Well,
I'm
I was
worried
there
about
when
you.
we met the smiling one,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
figured that would
Everybody
be
roll stealth with advantage, please.
with a +10, which I don't actually know how you
I get advantage.
do that with this
anyway.
roll.
Alright, I gotta turn off my guidance because I don't have guidance now for this. I wouldn't do it. I get advantage. Yeah. I'm gone.
28, 16,
I cease to exist.
25,
Whoosh.
21.
How do you add the 10? Does any? That's one thing I don't actually know.
I will
So
go
that's a-
20. Mantora
Oh
got a
yeah, wait.
15.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll
if
just
it's
roll and
if
add.
it's the +10, then I've got
Don't
like,
worry
a
about
38.
adding plus 10. I'm accounting for
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I found out how to do it. Roll.
You guys move into the forest, and just something about the silence in here, like it already seemed unnatural, but with Taryc's spell up, softening even your own footfalls, and like even accounting for that, there is not like a single misstep on twigs. Like the path feels perfectly mushy, soft. Like every footfall seems to land on like a little gentle bit of moss. There is something unnatural happening here, and you're very aware of it. You hear in the distance the Knoll Patrol go past where you were. Nothing happens. You guys are not discovered, and you're able to continue through the forest for the rest of the day. Seemingly absolutely safe, as if under the guidance of some supernatural being.
I am putting armor on, by the way, once
Mhm.
we're clear.
When we get to a pot to stop, I am going to rifle through my bag of holding with the help of Nami.
Mhm.
And I had purchased a fuck ton of really good wine specifically to give the smiling one. I bought like 400 gold worth of good wine or something like that,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna start laying bottles out and be like, I hope you enjoy this.
That's fortuitous, as you're
It's
laying.
15 bottles of my wine actually that I lay out.
You're having people help you lay out these big bottles.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
have people helping out with bottles.
And
like I said,
call.
as
him.
Noah is placing a bottle down for you, Noah, you hear hoofballs as a couple of satyrs are going to appear walking out from behind some trees nearby. They're very casually holding. One's got a bow. One's got looks like to be a long spear, and they actually give you a respectful nod, Noah. And they look to the group of you and go, "We have been sent by our lord to take care of your beasts."
That's very kind. We bring gifts as well for the assistance.
They will be well
Show our
received.
thanks.
Bottles heavy.
Thing with
No.
the bottles.
No, it's hands over bottles. Helps hand over bottles.
Thank you.
The one with the bow slings it over his just the string over his shoulders just so that he can pick stuff up, starts putting them away in a bag. And the female satyr with the spear actually sort of smiles down at you, Nim, and goes, "I'll take that one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you."
They're
And
supposed to be very good.
there's like a very casual a sort of clawed fingertip goes into the cork, flicks it out with a pop. She takes a swig, offers it to a companion who also takes a drink, and they go, "Oh, very fine indeed. You need your beasts back from us. You can find us in the same spot. Otherwise, we shall keep care of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are not easily distressed, I hope.
What?
You are not easily distressed, I hope.
I hope so too.
It depends on the circumstances.
Well then, take care, but appreciate our handiwork as you move." And they recork the bottle, hold it up as if in a sort of fake salute, and just start to move off again, taking your mule and cart with for them.
I have
Oh, I-
the will be seeing some bodies.
I think I have interpreted what that means.
Uh-huh.
What did it mean?
Oh boy, I hope you like
It's
Fey
gonna be
artwork.
gruesome.
All right, you all take a quick rest before resuming your journey, and indeed, uh, as you continue through the forest, you start to see bodies. Just a couple at first, as if like Hades Knowles was scouting out here. One is pinned up on the tree by multiple arrows, way higher than it should be, if it were standing on the ground and shot. You see another hanging from a branch, its arm sort of like twisted and broken, being used to like rope it over, almost tied together. And it just gets worse the further you go. You start to see more knolls, clearly where parties were out cutting down trees. You see damaged trees, burnt trees. These are scattered, almost as if like they were blown apart suddenly. Viscera everywhere. You see one pinned up to a tree, its skin opened up and wrapped around the tree, exposing musculature and bone. You see others with a horrifying sight of thorns grown through and wrapped throughout their body, coming out from skin, diving back in, turning into sort of like grotesque bushes almost. And you start to see signs of where the gnolls were at work. Beyond that, there are far more trees missing. You see what looks like to be a treant that was felled. In its grasp are gnolls that were clearly sort of in death throes, writhing to get out of its clutch before it died itself.
Oh no.
And suddenly,
Oh no! Oh shit! I just realized something! Help her! Oh no! I haven't been home to take care of Helper! I have to cast a spell on Helper every day, or else he ceases to be an inanimate object.
Yeah.
So there's just an undead. Well, on the plus side, you have many options.
Damn it!
why did this make you realize?
There's a lot of dead gnolls here.
It was a null body.
That one, I thought to myself, that one looks a lot like Helper when Helper was alive. This made me think
Amazing.
of that.
Wait,
And
wasn't
Hey,
it
sorry.
one of the ones that plummeted from the sky that you had
Yes, it was from the sky. It was the sky knoll.
And at this point, you will actually start to hear the encampment. You hear the sound of distant movement, of shrill voices chattering, the sound of metal banging on metal, soaring, just the mass of an army going about its general duties.
Yep. This looks like a good time for us to set up for our ploy. Taryc, do you want to douse everybody in your liquid awesome?
I guess this is the time, and
You could have phrased
Start-
that better.
You want to rub oil on everybody's bodies?
I get it.
you're not
That's a
gonna-
little bit better. I
Do
think.
you want to get your essence on everybody's face?
Excuse the potion, Taryc.
I'm gonna start.
Let's do this.
Gonna start
Okay.
getting it.
Have
The
everybody
bottle.
prepared a proper gift for my great Hula?
What now?
After I splash stuff on everybody, I am picking up the unicorn again. I take another 2 rolls.
Yep, another 2 rolls.
I did tell everybody that Fula
Ah,
demands
8.
them
Hey,
to
I got a
contribute
little bit older.
tribute in
Yeah,
some
but
way.
you didn't.
I didn't
didn't
tell
say
you how
she
what
wanted.
I didn't say what she wanted because I said
You're fine.
she wants tribute from you. I don't know what you give.
All right, Taryc shrinks on
We
down.
technically all met her now.
It's one after you've done that, Tori sort of reaches out, pats you at the top of your head, Taryc, and goes, "There's your embarrassment, and now here comes mine." And he's going to put on the ring.
Oh yeah, that's because he's not going in with us.
Wait,
He's staying out.
this makes you embarrassed?
It's not about being a brownie or your size skin, Nim. It's about my own sense of vulnerability and my own emotions pertaining to such.
Okay.
Going
Well, put on the ring already.
Nims,
You did.
Nim's gonna go over and give Maltoria a big hug.
He'll actually he'll hug you back, giving you a faint smile, going, "Oh, this is nice.
This is very nice.
Haha, twerp.
You're even cuter." And he pinches your cheek.
Ah,
Aw,
you look just as I always see you.
Yeah.
Handsome.
look how where's your bonding?
Probably less nose hairs from this fuel.
No, actually, it's the ear hair that is a little bit less wild. I was
Amazing.
wondering why you didn't trim it as much.
Okay.
I thought you were just blocking us out.
Oh, that's a good idea. But oh God, where are you going to put me?
No,
And,
you don't need to do that yet. You need to get my ring first.
Oh, right, your ring. Right, well.
Alright, everybody huddle in nice and close.
So, we're not using the bag?
No, as I said, Fula does not like the bag. She wants
Oh.
you to give tribute, and you are coming in.
Alright,
Okay.
ready when
Fula,
you are.
my friends are going to give you the tribute. Taryc, you need to do your thing.
I already did.
Oh, you're so cute! Stop me! Okay, sorry, I was distracted.
I'm not as young as I was last time, but
does
I'm not as
everybody else
young as I
doing?
used to be.
What
Alright.
is everybody else giving? Ready?
Does she like jewel poison?
As you ask that, Frula allows entrance. You're all pulled on in. And that's actually where we're going to end this week's session.
Okay.
See, I could have been a helpful friend because I bought like a whole bunch of gems to give to Fula as a present, but I'm not gonna give you guys my gems that are for Fula as a present because I got them for her and I love her.
All right. That gives you guys a week to think about.
What
Well,
you
I've
gonna
got
do?
something already.
I already
Yeah.
have something in inventory.
Okay,
I'm going to
good.
give her the Steam gift card of presents and just give her gold.
This is an IOU. Okay.
I give you the one task that I will do for you.
Everybody go ahead
Oh yeah, that worked well for Noah last time.
and take
Yeah.
500 experience points.
Nice.
500 whole experience
Everybody
points.
can have a point of piety, except Taryc, who gets 2 points of Heya piety on top of their usual one.
Where's my...
Have you forgotten who your god is?
No, I lost. I was trying to
Oh.
find my piety thing. I was in
Oh.
the wrong tab.
Actually, you get your one usual piety and 1 Heya piety is what you get.
Okay.
What the heck is hey up? Where's the piety?
And it's on there. I just keep it in the other thing. I'm at 20 Bahamut.
And we will do this same time next week.
Yay.
Woo!
Wahoo!